How's it going? Who's typing? Oh my god,
Hey,
it's
I'm sorry.
Lisa Tree. Look at your head.
Sorry.
Look at your head.
I know. It's a
Very
thing.
fancy.
I know. I'm trying to be fancy.
You did it.
I'm getting in the zone.
The auto zone?
Auto zone. Like that.
Yes. You were the
Is that better?
Oracle of AutoZone.
The Oracle of AutoZone. Yeah.
AutoZone-topia?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Oh god.
What you do?
Why my audio routing is all jacked up.
Nice job.
Way to go,
All of a sudden
Juice.
now my browser's playing through my heckin' voice chat channel for no reason. I swear every day it's something different.
Yeah. I love my Go XLR, but I tell you.
I tell you
lot of
what.
issues.
Oh, the issues.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's got
God.
issues.
I think
It's like it doesn't save the things right. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
And Windows doesn't help.
There we go.
That's
That's
fine.
better. Like Discord, hello Discord, you should be on chat. Like it doesn't make sense that you're not.
Yo, Juice's head is so big on Lisa T's stream.
Yeah, because she doesn't ever change my thing.
No, I do. I did.
No,
I
you
made it
don't.
too
You
big.
never do.
were
I
too
always
far
look
away.
bad. I think you do it on purpose.
I do. I do it on purpose.
Lisa T, can you make my head smaller and in the
Your head's
middle?
Smaller.
Can you just zoom all
I
the way
always
up
feel
my
like-
nose,
I
please?
always feel like Juice is way too high on me. Oh,
You
yeah,
you know you
actually,
can control it. What are you talking about?
I can't control yours.
Yeah, you can. You can control. You can alt. You know how to hold down alt to trim it, right?
No, I actually don't. Wait, you
Oh.
can do that?
Yeah, it's real
Yeah.
awesome.
No,
It's
shut
amazing.
your freaking mouth.
I'm not going to.
crop?
It's a game changer.
Oh my god, that changed my freaking life.
Yeah.
And hold down to control to resize, right? You got
Oh
that
my
one.
God. Yo! Oh my god, I can make Juice disappear just with an alt.
Yeah.
Yo! Oh my god.
Wow.
Toughest holding back the he's.
Well, listen, you can laugh all you want. My life just got at least 5% better.
So
I'm happy
like
for you.
I've collaborated with a
Yeah.
number of different people and it's always kind of the same thing and I always feel like I'm on the verge of like mansplaining, so I'm like
Right.
just
Right.
because you just so you know, like I don't want to
You
presume that you
probably
don't
already
know,
this, but
but
I don't know
and then
that
and then it's
though.
always like, no, yeah, I know how to do it, and I'm like, okay, so you hold alt to, and they're wait, what alt? No, I don't know that, and then I'm like, okay, thank God, because now I don't seem like an asshole. I mean,
For different
for that reason, yeah.
Different reasons.
Right.
Different reasons, not that one.
Oh my god, what a good
Thanks, Puff.
day.
You're welcome.
Holy crap. A whole new world.
Meanwhile, Juice is just real busy moving left and right.
Surprise.
I'm trying to make my audio work.
There. Oh my goodness. Okay, Juice, you're so small on my screen now. Look at you.
I think I looked regular.
Look at your little face.
I mean,
Your head was huge before. It was hilarious.
yeah, no,
You were like
I was all the I'm watching it.
90% of the box was just Juice
Everyone's face was huge except for
I know.
mine.
Mine was huge and off to the side, so I was like, "Oh, look at this."
Listen, I was mourning the loss of many pawns in my RimWorld game.
Oh, that's right. You
Mm.
did have some deaths,
Through
huh?
absolutely no fault of my own whatsoever.
Mhm.
Definitely not.
Yo, I was watching a mutual friend of ours, and she was putting stuff in real smart places, and I was like,
Yeah.
I gotta. Elena Orama,
I
Elena
like
Orama.
her.
Yeah. So I was watching you and her, and it was
I know,
like the
she's really good.
the juxtaposition of the two different bases was also entertaining. Because yours just
yeah.
has corpses everywhere. It's like you're decorated for Halloween in like October or whatever it's called.
Thank you, Juice. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'll take
I mean
that
it's not a bad thing. It's a motif that you are doing well at.
Yeah, we got a theme. The theme is death.
Yeah.
You're doing
You
great.
mess up, you'll be in this pile of corpses. I'm
You know
just
how
saying.
smart I
She was
am in Listed
putting-
T's game? I'm so smart.
Like in real life.
Yeah, like in real life. She was
Yeah.
putting like her mortars like basically in like little boxes with no ceiling because like apparently you don't need to have line of sight to fire mortars.
Oh, okay.
So that's a
new.
thing. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, she literally streams RimWorld like as a thing.
Yes.
I'm working on it. I've been
No, I mean, you're
trying to
doing great.
slowly. I was watching Alana Rama the other day to try to like figure stuff out. I got overwhelmed very quickly.
Okay, so she introduced herself on stream because I pay attention because I get her name wrong all the time. And she 100% started it with Elana. It's either Elana or Elana, but it's like an E sound, not like eh. I'm just letting you know.
Ilana Rama.
Ilana.
Like
Ilana Rama.
Because
I feel
Lana
like she
goes
went-
with
like a
Rama.
song.
Well, I know you. I know it
starts with
does,
an
but
E.
I'm saying that I'm not 100% confident that it's meant to like rhyme perfectly. Look, I don't know, man. I just work here. Hi, Katie.
We're
One
here for a
W22.
TTRPG.
Yeah, aren't we doing it?
I mean, someday.
Oh, I thought this was it.
I mean, this
thought
could-
it
Yeah,
was-
This
talking
is it.
about a random streamer
Just-
that some of us don't know about.
Roll a d6 and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need my D6s.
Yes, you will need 3. Maybe 4, but probably just 3.
I've got 4
And maybe a piece of paper so you can remember things.
piece of paper. I care about the environment, bro.
Or you can appoint someone in chat to be your memory.
Katie, you're my memory, not Tuff's memory. I still Katie.
Guns, you're my memory.
I got him.
Lovely.
I'll be my own.
to get him
memory,
before
thank
listed.
you.
Imagine stealing big guns from Lisa Tree.
So
Old
It hurts,
old
but I
Borkus
understand
guns.
it. I understand it.
Yo,
I do it too.
Borkus is in every Twitch channel RimWorld game. Everywhere I go, there's a pawn named Big Guns. Like literally
Borkus is-
everywhere.
Borkus is in school, so he like studies and watches RimWorld.
It's pretty amazing.
Andy,
Amazing.
yeah, has an intimate knowledge of the way that the
Get me
integration
partner
works.
and you're freelancing.
That's what he said in
you-
chat today.
Big Guns is gonna leave. No, everyone leave my channel. Everyone leave.
everyone out.
I'm keeping Big Guns
Perfect.
Is he gonna jump as soon as you make partner? You're gonna make partner.
someday.
I know. But like sooner rather than later, I think.
Wow. That straw is awesome.
My straw.
You're gonna make your partner.
So squeaky.
Yeah, that's awesome. It seems like though that there's something that we do at the beginning of every single one of these that we've ever done for like 10 months that we should maybe do just in case.
What's that?
Usually what happens is the guest player introduces themselves. Not that there's anyone watching that doesn't know who Tough is, but just for YouTube later, just in case this is the place where someone starts, you might want to introduce yourself and then we'll go around. Novel idea?
Yeah, Tough. Who are you? What do you do? Where do people find you?
What character are you playing?
Yeah, and who are you playing? And why is it silly?
Yes. Well, I am 98 Tough Love. You can find me at twitch.tv/98 Tough Love. I also go by a variety of nicknames like Tough or Torf or Torfulton or something like that because juice. I play a variety of games. Sometimes I do TTRPG stuff like Basques. And I am playing Pansy Dyson, who is anything but a pansy because she hates her name.
Okay.
Go Meg.
I'm Megan Amell. I'm a Twitch streamer. I do variety Twitch streamings. And I'm a high school teacher. And I'm going to be playing... Sorry, I'm eating a peppermint patty. And I'm going to be playing D4PQ.
QP.
QP. Sorry, I keep forgetting what it is. D4QP. And I am a droid. And I am the droid you are looking for. Wink. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just a droid. I can translate languages.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
And your nicknames are either QP for when you're being nice or 4Q when you're not.
Yeah.
Like it. Who's next? Lissa.
Juice. No, Juice, because
Lissa.
we're messing it all up.
I always go before Michael. I can't change this.
Okay, all right.
It's blame Tough for making Meg go next. It's weird.
we
Tough
just went
saw
with it.
Meg reach for the peppermint patty and jumped on it, and I completely approve.
Tough is sowing chaos.
Yes, as I do.
Okay. Hi. My name is Lissa T, and I am a full-time streamer. And I only go by Lissa or Lissa T, not any other nicknames. Because no one ever makes nicknames for me. It's definitely not something y'all do. So, and yeah, I'm a full-time variety streamer. And my name is Calliope, and I'm the onboard oracle, and I am extremely confident in my abilities.
Cool. I'm Juice's TV.
Confident.
I'm less confident.
Super
about my time to
confident.
start.
Very confident.
So confident.
Are you gonna?
Juice's TV, your best friend on the internet. I stream 5 days a week, and I do marketing manager, senior. Hold on, what's my title? Senior streamer marketing manager for Captain TV. We make Stream Raiders and other games. And I am playing Rapscallion. I don't know what his role is, but he likes adventure.
Yes. What one can assume from the name. Yeah, and I am Zero or Zero Daylight or Michael or DM or GM or Keeper or whatever. You can catch me a couple times a week over at the C Plus Content channel running.
17 times a week.
It's like 2 or 3.
It's like 5.
It's 2 or 3. I'm looking at the schedule right now. It's 2 or 3. But it's a lot. But anyway, yeah, running all kinds of various different stuff, most of which is not D&D, though there's a little bit of D&D in there. But just a wide variety of TTRPG games because we like them. And lots of different people show up to play. So that's fun. You can check us out over there. And you should definitely go check out our YouTube at cpluscontent.tv. Go ahead and subscribe to that thing because it's free. You can even click the little ding ding bell next to the subscribe button and you'll get a notification when there's new content, which is roughly 24 hours after we stream here or at the C Plus Content channel or wherever we stream. So that's a great place to go and get caught up on all the fun stuff that we've done. There's a lot, guys. It's been like 10 months of stuff. There's like playlist after playlist and like 200 hours of D&D and just you name it.
Oh, more than 200, right?
I don't know, man.
It's like a million.
Yeah, there's so much. But now it's well organized. So you can dive into, if you want spooky, you can just watch spooky. If you want sci-fi, you can watch sci-fi. If you want adventure, you can watch adventure. If you want D&D, you can do it. So check it out.
Hey, Juice.
Hey, Meg.
Can you make my... Oh, you're doing it. Okay.
Well, okay, but you keep moving.
I know, I'm never on.
Like, before you were back here, and you were like, "This is how I'm gonna sit."
Well, this
and
is
now
how
you're
I
like,
sit, but my head goes- but my head
I gotta,
swings even when I'm here.
this is how I actually sit. You know what I mean? I don't know why I tell
Even when
you.
I'm back here, Juice.
This is me, Meg. Do you know what I mean? I got tiny eyes. I got tiny shrimp eyes.
Tiny eyeballs.
I got a shrine. My eyeballs are so small, you guys. Like my eye holes, like I feel them, and they're like ridiculously small. Like
Get it? They are very small, though. You
So-
can make fun of me all you want, but I have shrimp eyes.
This
not
is
making fun of
the
you.
game we're playing. It's called Shrimp Eyes.
Shrimp eyes, old shrimp eyes. I'm gonna be that.
I
for a
just
game
I
one
just
day.
wrote it.
you
No,
have to be a sea captain.
I'm old shrimp eyes.
Yar, old
right.
shrimp eyes. I lost my eyes when Moby Dick beached.
wow. Yeah.
Is that
Well,
better, Meg?
It's a little better.
yeah.
Michael, can I be your favorite today? I have a piece of paper out.
Yes, you can 100% be DM's pet.
Aren't you always?
I mean,
Wait,
kinda.
but I have a big guns.
That's true, and there's going to be a fight about that later. It sounds like, but anyway. So tonight we are playing Rogue Stars, which is our name for a thing called Starships and Scoundrels, which is a light hack of a real thing called Lasers and Feelings, which is a one-page TTRPG. It is very simple. It lends itself to silliness and, murder and death and destruction and who knows what else. This is just a version of that game that is specifically about being scoundrels in a starship. So think Star Wars or whatever as your tropes. So we all have your names. We know a little bit about your characters. There's just a couple more things that folks need to choose. So you each need to choose your style, which is a combination of like how you look and how you dress and how you carry yourself. It can be whatever you want it to be. The options are spacer. So this is like your veteran space explorer kind of person. Ex-federal, meaning you used to be part of the army. Just like a dangerous kind of scoundrelly type. You can be a hotshot, like maybe a hotshot pilot or a hotshot whatever. You can be intrepid, like, I'm all out for the exploring. You can be savvy, so like smart, scientific maybe. Or you can just be super sexy. So you'll want to choose that about yourself and then also figure out what roles you want to take on your ship, the Rogue Star. There are 5 available roles. They are, 6 available roles. They are doctor, primarily responsible for healing people and figuring out diseases and biological stuff. You've got your envoy, so this is your face, your diplomat, your bureaucrat. You've got your mechanic who makes the ship fly. You got your captain who gives all the orders. You got your pilot who actually flies the ship. And you got your merc, the person who, carries the big guns and beats people up. So, Tough. Since you are the guest, I'm going to say you get to pick first. So what is your style and what would you like your role to be?
So I think Pansy is putting on the dangerous vibe. She's trying to really be the big bad, which I think will also probably play into more of a merc role. So she's got the big guns and shooty, pew, pew, fight.
So Pansy is not someone to mess with.
Yeah.
Even though her name is Pansy.
Yep.
Does your like, I assume, like leather, black, dangerous looking outfit also have a name tag that says Pansy on it?
Yeah, it's got it like the name tag on the front, and then on the back in big letters, it's got like emblazoned Pansy, and it's got like a flower on it.
Okay, cool. I like it. Who's next?
Can I go? I'll go. Yeah. I was gonna be savvy. And I was thinking I could be the doctor type because that might be something that like I do as a droid,
Yeah, you can be a medical droid.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And I feel like savvy would probably help me with that.
Maybe. It's kind of up to you to decide.
Okay.
But yeah, a smart, savvy droid that is also the doctor. Now, savvy can be, I'm just very smart. It could also mean that you're very wily.
Mm-hmm.
Too. You could have all kinds of secret missions, or you could just be straightforward, very smart and helpful, or both. Who's next?
Juices. Oh,
You go.
You're pointing at me. Oh, I thought you were raising your hand. And fight me on this if you want, but I kind of want to be the sexy envoy.
Okay.
Because I'm an oracle, and look at my cool hair thing.
Yeah, you're totally an envoy.
Yes.
You're like our escort.
Yeah. Wait, no, I'm not escorting anybody.
I know, but what was she? Companion, not escort.
Yeah. Oh yeah, in that show.
Courtesan.
Firefly.
She was a companion.
She was a
companion. Yeah. You're like her.
She was like a cuddle friend. I'm not gonna cuddle anyone.
No. You don't have to. But I'm saying she was like the envoy. She was like the person that like.
She was the envoy. I think. I don't know.
No.
Everyone liked her.
Makes perfect sense.
She's a lot sexier than me, but fuck that. Oh, sorry.
Already in character.
Wow.
I've never done this before.
We'll fix it in post.
We just lost our PG-13 rating.
Ooh. You got a demerit from Boop Noodle. That's awkward.
Oh,
Man.
no.
Sorry.
Man.
Can I get some demerits in chat for? Yeah, there you go.
Listen, I've been streaming with Juice for like a year.
At least.
I've only said the F word once, and it was because I was getting picked on. I mean, they were joking, but Okay,
Well, now
there
it's
you go.
twice.
I'm done. I'm not talking anymore. Go ahead, Juice.
So sorry. We have a merc, a doctor,
And an envoy.
and a envoy. So we have no one to pilot the ship.
And no one
We
to
have no
fix
one
the
to
ship.
fix the ship.
And
We
no
don't
one
have
to
a
give the
captain.
orders. Yeah.
Way to pick all the things we don't need.
Wait, wait, wait. Maybe
Yeah,
I
go
should be the
ahead.
mechanic, actually.
Then you'll have no one to heal anyone.
Oh, I can. Oh, well, can I like? Can I like?
That's a
double
different
gun
type.
it with
That's a different type of
Dr.
healing.
Yeah, can I
Doctor
be a
envoy.
doctor?
Oh my.
I'm the mechanic doctor. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
I will be then a spacer captain.
Okay. Captain Rapscallion,
Yes.
veteran spacer. Probably a little full of himself, maybe.
I mean, it was kind of a toss up between that and hotshot. If I was going to be the pilot, I would have been a hotshot for sure.
Okay. So you've been around. You've seen some stuff, man. And you have lived your entire life and career in space. Excellent. Now, each of you needs to choose a number. This is the only stat-like choice that happens in this game. You're going to choose a number between 2 and 5. A high number means that you are better at Starships roles. These are roles that involve technology, science, reason, emotional control, calm, precise action, etc. A low number means you're better at Scoundrel roles. So that's being intuitive or deceptive or seducing people or making wild, crazy, passionate choices and actions. So you're each going to just choose a number. You can tell each other what the number is. And this number is important because every time we get to a test where the outcome is not a guaranteed or just for fun and chaos, you're going to roll at least 1d6. And success is determined by if it is a Starships roll, you want to roll under it. So if you're doing anything logical, you want to roll under your number. If you're using a Scoundrel roll, you want to roll over it. So you could do things like say, I am super Scoundrel and get a 2, which is awesome, which means you're probably going to succeed on your Scoundrel rolls, but you're probably also for sure going to fail on your Starships rolls, and vice versa. So you can go kind of in the middle. It is your choice to figure out which side of the spectrum you're on. There is a special case that if you roll exactly the number you pick, something fun happens. But that is not something that is determined by the actual number you pick. So let's say, let's do the same order. Tough, what is your number? Is Pansy more Starships or more Scoundrel?
I get Pansy a 4. I think she's a little bit more rational, level-headed.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about Cupie?
I would say probably 5 because I only do science-y stuff.
So you're just going to be outright terrible at the
I might
Scoundrel
as
stuff?
well be, you know, someone has to be it. So
It makes sense. And failing is actually good in this game. I mean, it's not good for the characters, but it's good for the story.
right.
Calliope, are you more Scoundrelly or
I'm on the-
Starships?
I'm on the probably more on this. Probably like 3, right?
So a little bit more Starships than Scoundrel? Well, no, actually, that's a
Isn't
little
three
bit
right in the middle?
Other way.
That's kind of right in the middle, actually. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah. Yeah, I think a little more Scoundrelly than Starships.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And Rapscallion,
2, obviously.
so very, very irrational,
Correct.
passionate, lead with your gut.
I'm going for a real Kirk Han Solo situation here.
Got it. Cool. So, you all have a vac suit in case you get sucked out into the darkness of space. You have clothes that match your style if you wear clothes. QP might not. You have any kind of equipment that would be common to your role. So like QP is going to have medical equipment. So you can just make that, you can wish that into reality. You all have some sort of reliable sci-fi weapon. And you all have a communicator so you can communicate with each other at a distance. You all need to have a goal of some sort, which can be really anything, but the options are to become captain. And since we have a captain, that could be to make the current captain look bad so that you can assume command. get rich and shoot bad guys and help some dregs, meaning the common folk in the galaxy, smash the feds, find ways to undermine the authorities, prove yourself, or just keep being awesome if you're already fully confident in yourself. So just take those as inspiration. I don't think we need to know, and sometimes it's good if we don't know what your goal is, but make sure that you have written down a goal for your character. And finally, or almost finally, we need to figure out what's up with the Rogue Star, your starship. It is going to have 2 strengths. It is either going to be fast, nimble, armed, armored, have working sensors, or have a scrambler decoy, which would help you not be, think like cloaking device or something that would keep you from being detected. You can have 2 of those, and it's also going to have a problem. Either it's a fuel hog, which means you're constantly in search of fuel cells. It doesn't have a med bay, which is going to be fun for your doctor. So basically you have to take a Tylenol and that's it. It's a clunker, which means it's always on the brink of going on the fritz. Or it has a bad reputation, meaning you have crossed some dangerous people. And whenever it is seen, you can be sure that there are communications notifying your enemies of its presence. So collectively, what do we think the strengths of the Rogue Star is? What is important?
That was a lot of stuff you just said, and I already forgot.
It's on the sheet.
It's on the
Oh.
yeah.
We have to think about the fact that we don't have a mechanic.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So you
So
definitely
you don't
have
want
to pick
something that's
clunker as the
clunker.
problem.
Yeah.
No.
No. I think probably armored would be a good idea then.
Okay.
So that we don't
I like
destroy it as easy.
nimble or fast.
Yeah. I was
Personally.
thinking nimble as well. Armored and nimble.
Yeah. Nimble's good.
So it's going to be a well-armored and very agile craft.
Yeah,
Not
but if
nec-
we're nimble, we don't need as much armor.
Okay, so then nimble and armed. Hey, that might be funny. Go
Yeah.
pew pew pew.
Yeah.
Nimble
Hit and run.
armed.
Okay, so
Yeah.
nimble and
Stick and
armed.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which not to say that
Bam.
if you didn't choose armed, it wouldn't have some sort of weapons. But this is like you've invested in making sure that it has, top of the line weapons. So we're saying
yeah.
it's a bit of a glass cannon. It's very agile.
yeah.
It fires hard,
Yeah.
but it's not very armored. It's not necessarily the fastest when it comes to getting from place to place, but in combat, it's a capable dogfighter. Awesome. What is the problem, though?
I say we go no med bay because I don't need a med bay. I'll fix you up wherever, in the hallway, in your room, in the bathroom, whatever.
Sure. I mean, that's how you get septicemia, but that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll live.
Okay, not the bathroom.
At least our
right?
doctor will live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need this.
As long
stuff,
as the doc's fine.
As long
that's
as
all
your
that matters.
charging port isn't damaged, you're fine.
Yeah. See.
So we're going to go with no medbay. Any other ideas?
The other ones suck even worse.
Bad reputation.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say bad reputation would be the other one I'd say.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
bad rep or no sick bay, your choices.
I'm fine with either.
I don't have a strong feeling.
I think
Neither do I. You want to roll for it?
Sure.
Sure.
Sure. High bad reputation, low no sick bay. Someone roll a d6.
Okay. I'll roll a d6. I got a 6.
Cool. It's a very bad reputation. Like
Oh, boy.
super duper bad.
Oh, good.
Awesome. So we have already covered the die mechanic. You are just going to describe what it is that you are trying to do. I will tell you whether it is a Starships or a Scoundrel roll, and we can kind of talk about it. If it's Starships, you're trying to roll under your number. If it's Scoundrel, you're trying to roll over your number. Other people can help. If you can narratively describe how you're helping, that will give the person you're helping a die to roll. 2 dice, greater chance of success. If you are an expert in what you're trying to do, you can roll another die. And expert is it's up to you narratively. Like if Calliope is trying to negotiate some sort of interstellar contract, that makes perfect sense. But if Calliope is trying to repair your fusion plant, probably not. So we can just talk it out. And then the other way that you can get an extra die is by being prepared. So in theory, you could be prepared and an expert at what you're doing and get help from someone, plus the base die, you could, in theory, roll 4 die. And what you're looking for is just a single success. But if you get more than 1 success, you do a really good job. And if you get like 3 successes, it's super duper awesome. To be clear, if you get just 1 success, you kind of barely manage it. And there's probably a complication, and no successes, something goes terribly, terribly wrong. If you get a exact number of your, if you roll exactly your number, that is a Starship Scoundrel, you can ask me some questions from a list or something like those questions, and then you could change your decision about what course of action you're following and roll again if you would like. Now, we have to determine what mission the crew of the Rogue Star is being sent on. So, I would like someone to roll a d6.
I can.
Okay.
As I already did it.
Oh, okay. Meg did it.
Yep. Too late. Go ahead, Lissa. Lissa called it.
3.
All right. So, some shady corporate backer of yours that maybe you have had prior dealings with before, maybe one of you has had prior dealings with before, has contacted you with a very lucrative offer. Someone else roll a d6.
On it. 4.
They want you to smuggle, by which I mean completely legally deliver. Someone roll a d6.
6.
Okay, there is some package that they need delivered to a diplomatic summit. So you have, you receive an encrypted communication on a high band channel. Takes a moment for the computers to decrypt it, and it is, it passes the security test, but it's from some lesser well-known corporate entity, like one of these shell companies that has a bunch of different holding companies. Like, you're not quite sure like what they do, but they're offering you a huge pile of credits to go to an uncharted moon, to meet with a courier vessel, to pick up just a small, completely harmless package, and to see it safely taken to a contact at a very important galactic diplomatic summit.
Calliope, please open a channel.
It's Calliope. And we can stay here until you say it correctly.
Calliope, please open a channel.
Yes, Captain. Bleep, 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 bleep.
This is Rapscallion, captain of Rogue Stars, replying to your message. We are in because we love adventure and space credits.
Mostly credits.
Space credits. And adventure.
But mostly credits.
What does the bridge of the Rogue Star look like?
Magnificent.
So describe the aesthetic.
It's like real mid-century modern. Lots of flashing lights. Most of them don't do anything. Don't worry about it. It has CRT monitors, but intentionally because that's retro cool. And the captain's seat was taken out of a 1967 Charger and set in the middle of the room.
Cool. Calliope, I'm assuming, is at the communication station. Do you have like a little earplug, or do you have like headphones or some sort of weird like neural net device so you can communicate telepathically with the ship? How does that work?
I have like Google Glass, but they look like librarian glasses.
Okay. So you have a always
like
running
Google
heads up
Glass,
display?
Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So QP is obviously has their own med bay, but I'm going to say probably is manning the science station when on the bridge. So what does your science station look like?
It just has a bunch of ports that I can plug into to learn
Whoa.
things and whatever.
Okay, so it's completely useless to any organic creature because there's no
Yep.
readouts.
It was made specifically for me.
Right.
So that's why I'm really important, and everybody has to keep me safe.
Yep. You bolted this robot interface over the useful human interface, and so only a droid can do anything with the. Good news is it's not like you actually have like particularly good sensors or anything, right? And I guess Pansy is probably sitting in the pew pew seat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, we're going to need Pansy to also fly the ship.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You're going to have to run back and forth between the two stations.
Oh man. Well, we still get a good workout.
And they happen to be on the opposite sides of the bridge.
Yeah.
Who designed this thing?
I did.
Yes.
You did a terrible job.
And I have to imagine that Captain Scallion, and probably Captain Rapp, is usually like leaned back in the chair with his feet crossed out in the hallway, right where you have to go back and forth to get from the tactical station to the pilot's chair.
Purposely
Well,
stomp on his
I don't
toes.
want anyone to interrupt my massive codpiece lean. My legs are always spread wide open. Like I'm Rikering real hard at all times.
Oh, okay. So accidentally step on your crotch instead. Got it.
Man spreading. Wow.
Yep.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's amazing.
Do
Don't worry. I spray a bunch of Axe body spray down there every single day.
Beautiful. Do you have uniforms? I mean, we kind of know what Pansy is wearing, and QP probably is
Uniforms
wearing.
are dumb.
Okay. So you probably have some sort of official looking, like jumpsuit or something.
Ooh.
Wrap.
No. What?
Got
A
what?
badass leather jacket, bro.
Okay.
Adventure.
Got it.
It says adventure on the back.
Perfect. And how does Calliope dressed?
She's got like a really big robe on, but like the front is too long, so she keeps stepping on it and like tripping over it.
Okay.
But I still look sexy.
Of course.
I trip roll sexy.
You jiggle a lot when you trip. you have a couple of wardrobe malfunctions on the way to the bridge.
They love that.
The gravity is intentionally just a little bit lighter, so things kind of jumble around a little bit more than what you're used to.
Wow.
So much Ghibli.
Mm-hmm.
So you are headed to a moon in unexplored space. You have the coordinates, but that's about all you know. So you can pull up a sector map and you can see this bright like line of X's where it's basically danger. Don't go beyond, unexplored, full of monsters and mutants and cannibalistic aliens. And this moon is, a couple of light years inside dark space. So, what are you doing?
Pansy,
Yeah.
please set a course directly into the danger zone.
We're taking the highway to the danger zone, Captain.
Yes, you know it, Pansy.
Excellent.
I don't want to say engage. I'm thinking of a different thing. Step on it. Damn it.
In character. It's like, yeah, step on it. All right.
Push the handles forward.
Yeah. Why did
Go
you
forth. We're gonna workshop it. It's fine.
saunter forth? Pansy, you are
Yes.
doing technology stuff, so I would like you to give me a Starships roll.
Cool.
You are not an expert.
No.
I will say though that you are probably prepared. It's not out of the foreseeable that you might have to fly this ship at some
We
point.
don't have a pilot.
Right.
Somebody has been doing it to this point. And
So I will say
Pansy's
you're prepared.
Probably the most.
Yeah, probably.
Like-
So you get
Yeah.
your 1 die plus 1 for being prepared. So you roll 2 die. You're just looking to be able to roll under your Starship's number.
All right. Woo, both of them. 3 and a 2.
Oh, excellent. So you actually did a good job. No
Yay.
unforeseen consequences. So your light speed engines kick in, and then there's a whoosh, and the stars spread out. And there's probably some weird tunnel effect and a very kind of 80s, like maybe kind of like 80s Doctor Who, and some unnecessary sideways jostling because there
Hold
always
on, we have
is.
to practice. All right, everybody go left in your seats. Nope,
By the way,
left, not right. Other left. Oh, now it's back this way. Oh God.
Yes.
And now, we're back over here. Oh, pretty good, Pansy. You're getting the hang of it, kid.
I just messed up my nail polish.
Oh, I'm sorry, Calliope.
Fine.
So,
I'm actually plugged
Robot,
into the wall.
please
I
tend
just
to
do that for
Calliope's
fun.
nails.
wow.
Her name is Calliope, sir.
Yes, that's what I said. She has
It
a
is not
medical
her.
emergency. Please assist.
I do not
beep,
believe that
boop, beep,
nails
boop.
are a. Sir, I do not beep boop. I speak English like you.
This robot. Adventure.
So, QP, you have received an order from your captain. What are you doing?
I go over to Calliope. Is there anything I can do for your nails?
Absolutely not. You could go over to the captain and maybe poke him in the ear or something, you know.
Right on it. I walk up behind him and I'm just like,
Woo! Let's go, adventure.
Wow.
Thank you.
Nice one, QP.
I'm going to go back to my science table.
I'm glad I paid for that weird massage upgrade.
So, proximity warning. You're about to enter the hyperspace. You're about to exit the hyperspace tunnel at, you hope, the correct location. There's a rapid deceleration. The stars form into lines and then back into points. And you find yourself floating above a moon. It is an icy moon. The only light that you really can see is the kind of the reflected glow from this bluish, cracked, icy surface. And out there is just the darkness. It is a ice giant planet that this moon goes around. It is very, very far from its host star, so you can just see the star as the sun of this system is just a slightly larger star in the sky. It is very, very cold. What do you do?
Calliope, please check sensors. Wait, no, would that be D4QP?
Yeah, sure.
At sensors? Okay. Robot, please check sensors. Are there any other ships in the area?
Sir, you can call me QP.
That's right. I can.
Sir, there
Yes.
are checking.
Go ahead and
Does
give
that
me.
please you, sir?
Wow.
It does. You've done well.
Thank you. Beep, bop, boop.
Awesome.
I'm going to check and see if there's anything.
Yes, you take one of your cords out and plug it into a different port for the not great sensors. I would like you to go ahead and give me a Starships roll, please.
Uh-oh.
I'll say you're prepared. And you're an expert.
Oh, no, Starships, I'm good. I'm like a 5 on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I was thinking something else.
You're prepared and you're an expert. So you get
Oh,
3
so I get
dice.
3.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
for
cool.
sure.
Yeah. You just got to roll under 5 one time.
Yeah.
I got a 2 and a 3 and a 5.
Cool. Yeah. That is very, very good. That means that you, I will say, you did roll exactly your number. So you got 2 successes. You have a chance to re-roll that one. But you can ask me a question because you got a Starship Scoundrel. The questions are things like in the vein of what are they really feeling? Who's behind this? How can I get them to blank? What should I be on the lookout for? What's the best way to fill in the blank? What's really going on here? Just some sort of additional insight into the situation.
Okay, and I can do that now?
Yep, because you rolled exactly your number.
Okay, let me think here. What should I be on the lookout for? I think is a good one right now when we're coming up on this new moon.
Well, you're in dark space. There is also the heavily armed and armored transport carrier that is just coming around the lip of it's in orbit as well. It's just rising up over the horizon.
Okay.
It is bristling with guns. It is very, very large.
Okay.
Now, you may re-roll that die if you would like, because it might get you a third success.
Okay.
Wait,
got a
why does she
2.
get to reroll?
Because she got a Starship Scoundrel. She got exactly her number on a die, which is what lets her
gotcha.
ask the question. And then also, you could change direction if you wanted to.
I got a 2.
Cool. Well, you succeed very, very well. In fact, all 3 of your dice succeeded. So I will say your sensors, which are garbage, by the way. Captain Rat probably had you guys, unnecessarily doing some hot rodding through an asteroid belt just for fun. And one of the asteroids sheared off most of your sensor array. So it's intermittent at best. But for whatever reason, maybe it's the local magnetic field, you actually get a relatively clear sensor reading for the first time in months. It doesn't appear that there are many or possibly any life forms on this ship.
Calliope, please open a channel.
Yes, Captain. Bleep, 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 bleep.
Interesting. The robot seems to have rubbed off on you, Calliope.
Yeah, we weren't going to tell anyone about that.
Interesting. I'm telling you, though, that weird massage upgrade was well worth it, wasn't it?
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah. Calliope, please engage in conversation with the enemy ship. I mean, the friendly cargo ship with big guns. I believe it is the SS Big Guns Never Tire.
Sure.
Please hail them.
What, is
Space
that
engage.
me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was busy.
You were thinking about
Okay.
that special massage attachment. That's exactly what was happening. We got it.
Are you an Oracle too, narrator?
Sorry.
Okay, all right. SS Big Gun. Hey, do you want to talk?
Are you attempting to be sultry and intuitive? Maybe to get some sort of oracular sense of what's going
I'm
on?
sensing.
Go ahead and give me a scoundrel roll.
Okay.
So you're trying to roll above. And you
Okay.
are an expert in this.
So
Isn't it
I rolled
below?
3.
For scoundrel,
Oh,
you're
above.
trying to roll above.
All
I'm
right.
rolling 3.
2, because you were an
2.
expert.
Okay. Right.
But as we just determined, you were thinking of something else, so you were not prepared.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Ooh, that's not good at all.
Oh yeah, that's like the opposite of good.
So, you establish communication and say, "Hey, big guns, you want to talk?" And you try to get a sense of, like, you extend whatever supernatural psionic powers you have to try to get a sense of what the future may hold, or maybe the emotional state of those aboard the ship. All you get is murder. Screaming, bloody, violent, dismembering murder fills your mind.
Captain?
Yes.
I don't think they like us very much.
Are we not?
Just
Is this not the
getting-
ship that we're looking for?
Just getting a maybe, I don't know, maybe they don't. Just getting a sense. This isn't gonna go well.
Pansy, please raise shields. Prepare for evasive maneuvers. Calliope, please scan the moon for any other life signs. No, I'm sorry, not Calliope. Forky, please scan the moon for life signs.
Did I do something to upset you, sir?
No.
Then why are you calling me 4Q, sir?
Isn't that your name?
No, sir. My name is QP, sir.
It's very complicated. Your name is just a bunch of numbers and letters. You understand.
No, sir. Please explain.
You don't have any vowels. Look, Pansy, Calliope. Her entire name is a vowel.
D
Rapscallion.
EEEQUE. Lots of vowels, sir.
I think our robot is broken.
Just tell him you're not going to do anything until he gets it right, and then he'll get it right every time.
D.
Sir?
Turn around so I can see the number written on your chest.
This is embarrassing, sir, but
D4QP. Please, if you don't mind, there is a very large vessel with huge guns
yes.
bearing
I
down
know, I
upon
saw
us.
it.
If you could search maybe for
I
life
saw
signs on the
Sir.
uncharted moon's surface, that would be fantastic. Thank
Sir,
you. Yes.
I meant to tell you, I noticed a very large ship that was armored and massively armed. So you should know that.
When
And
you
also, I
have
will
time
scan the
later,
moon.
D4QP, please start a self-diagnostic. I think part of you might be broken
Yes,
in the
sir.
brain area. If robots have brains, I don't know.
No, sir, we do not. But
I
yes,
focused
sir.
on the adventure, not the robot part.
Yes, sir. As your coat has told me many times.
This coat,
Yes.
this coat.
Yes, sir. I do read adventure again now that you are showing it to me and pointing at it.
And flexing unnecessarily. So as that's happening, since you haven't successfully established communications with the vessel, its engines will fire in a hard burn toward you.
Are our shields up, Pansy?
Well, hang on. Let me cross the entire room to go get that, Captain. And then
Hop,
let me
hop,
cross
hop,
the
let's
entire
go.
room back so that I can fly the ship. Oh, but wait. And then let me run back again so that I can shoot the ship that's trying to attack us.
Let's
How
talk
about
more
you,
rock,
man,
Ensign.
the
Let's
ship
go.
for a few minutes,
Do
Captain?
you want to be a flaming space nugget? No. Let's see some pep in that step, Pansy. You can do it. You're in great shape.
Sir,
Me,
what is the pay
Purposefully
rate for a
stomp on
flying
Rap's ankles
space
when I walk
nugget?
past.
me,
How
meanwhile-
much does a flying space nugget get paid, sir?
0 credits, 0 space credits.
Why would one become a flying on fire chicken nugget? What did you call it? I don't remember. I think there is something wrong with me.
Don't worry, QP. We'll get you checked out later after this fight
Yeah.
happens, probably.
Are we fighting?
I
We're
think
trying
so.
not to. Have you
I
scanned
scanned the moon.
Okay.
Let me tell you how it went down.
yeah. That's a Starship.
Starship?
Sure.
Okay. 3 again? I would
2.
assume. 2? Okay. Not prepared.
Yeah.
I got 2 4s.
And that is below your Starship, so you're
By
good.
1, yeah.
Yep. So you do a good scan. This moon was inhabited.
It was?
Yeah, it was inhabited, and not that long ago. There was some sort of, maybe it was a colony. You can't imagine that a species would evolve here naturally, but there is a subsurface ocean, and you can see that there are spaceports and refineries and things. You're going to estimate that there are maybe, assuming energy gradients and whatever, you're going to guess that this is probably a small colony, maybe like 20,000 individuals. But there are no life signs currently. You're getting some life signs from deep in the subsurface ocean, but on the surface, it appears that whatever structures and facilities were on the surface of this ice moon have been recently abandoned. You can probably even get an optical scan, even though your scanners don't work very well, but you're pretty close. You can see as a close-up that Captain Rapp can say enhance on the main view screen. You can, with your optical sensors, you can see modular buildings with, transparasteel view plates of an alien-ish design. They're not Federation standard. But that doesn't mean it couldn't have been human colonists. And many of those screens are cracked, and there is gore and other detritus kind of plastered all over the inside. It's very nasty. something very violent and horrifying happened there not that long
Sir.
ago.
Something very violent and horrifying happened here not that long ago. Do you think
Yes.
possibly the ship that is armored and armed has something to do with all of this death and gore?
I do think that, in fact, Calliope, I'd like you to use the technology that you have to send out a signal to scramble transmissions and sensors. Pansy, are the shields up?
Yes, I have crossed the room and raising the shields now, Captain.
Okay, I need you to cross the room back. Once there, initiate a teriyaki balloon maneuver. We're going to get past the other side of this ship, get around on the lee side of the moon, and then we will be out of its sensors range and we will hide there. QP, I need to find out exactly when all of that gore occurred.
So
It was recently, sir. Also, are you saying we should hide on the dark side of the moon?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Space adventure. Space engage.
Space cowardice.
well, at about that time, since the ship has been approaching rapidly for the past 5 minutes, as all
Yeah,
this has
because no
happened,
one is doing anything.
right?
Yeah, imagine the guy sitting in a chair.
I'm the one formulating the plans. Run across the room.
You run across the room.
Also,
Pansy, I need you to arrest yourself. Put yourself in the brig.
also, flight control, weapon control, communications control, sensors control, all that stuff is built into the captain's chair. Just so we're clear.
Sir, your heart
I took all that
beats are
out to make room
faster
for this
than they
slushy
should.
machine.
Right.
I'm monitoring your heart rate and it is far too high, sir. Please calm down.
That's a great idea. I will blend myself a daiquiri while all of you please execute the orders that I have laid out.
So, at about that time,
Why is he captain again? Why did we agree on this?
Needs more gin.
all right.
Yeah, that's good.
So by this point, a force field bubble has been projected around your ship. And you are now being pulled into the docking bay of the much larger, dark, scary, bristling with massive weapons, blocky, unattractive vessel. Now that you are close, however, Calliope, you see that you've been trying to sense this entire time. The incoming message light is blinking on your console and has been for probably 10 minutes.
Can I click it, but pretend that I'm sensing my conversation?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do it in secret. Click the message button.
Click it. And then over the intercom, you hear, repeat. State your name, designation, and purpose.
Hi, hello. This is Calliope, and I'm on a ship. Obviously, we're here to do some delivery, just delivering some stuff. But I'm sure if you wanna talk about it, I could come over to your ship and we can have a discussion.
That will not be necessary. Further interface with organics is not required. We will pull you into our loading bay.
Are you a robot?
That information is need to know.
Okay, yeah, and I need to know.
No, you
You'll never
don't.
find out. Beep boop beep boop.
No, you don't. There's maybe a pause, and you hear beeping and whirring in the background. Organic
there
contamination aboard our vessel is not required. You will move to our bay and receive the merchandise.
Okay.
Prepare for
That's
docking.
fine. All right. Over and out.
You still feel murder in your head. Not coming from the same creature that you were just talking to. That was
Okay.
clearly a computer or potentially robot. You don't know. But it did
Okay.
not have any kind of psychic vibe to it. But somewhere in that vessel is something that is full of malice and destruction.
Okay. I go to the crew and I relay that information. Obviously, I sensed all of that and didn't actually talk to them.
I mean, everyone heard it over the intercom, but
No, they didn't. I've sensed that they're bringing us into their ship. They don't want to make contact with us, and that's where we'll make the delivery. I'm a little worried that we might die, but we'll probably be fine.
Don't worry, I've got a very big gun and I know how to use it. We'll be fine.
Yeah, but it depends on like which seat you're sitting in, though. That's the
Well,
problem.
the gun is always with me. I mean, there's the gun on the ship, and then there's like the gun on my back. I got a lot of guns.
So you like can sit in the seat while you have your gun on your back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I was worried.
It has a special cutout.
yes, there's a gun-shaped cutout in both chairs.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. I've never really like looked at the rest of the ship.
Right.
I wish I didn't have to.
There's just like a mirror right next to your station, so you can like play with your headdress. And
I'm really regretting hiring like the cheapest available crew members.
that's fine. You didn't have any money. So yes, the projected force field maneuvers you into the cavernous loading bay of this massive vessel. The doors close beneath you, and you can feel an artificial gravity field wink into existence as the ship, it doesn't crash down, but it clanks down, maybe wobbles a little bit to one side.
All right, team. It seems as though we don't have a choice. Please be prepared to encounter and what's the word I'm looking for?
Don't hurt your
Envoy
brain
with.
trying to think of big words.
Oh, I'm an envoy.
Indeed. Sidearms stowed, but ready. Set blasters to harm.
They're always set to harm. What else would they be set to?
I don't know. It just feels like something I need to say.
So
Sure.
Beep bop boop, Captain.
Good job, robot.
So, Calliope, you hear, or maybe you see on your heads-up display / librarian glasses, prepare to receive the merchandise. Open your external docking bay.
Captain, open our docking bay. Please.
D4QP, please engage docking procedures.
Right.
I start engaging those procedures.
Well, the problem is that's like a lever that you pull down in your cargo hold.
Sir, that is in the cargo hold.
Is your Roomba legs broken? I don't understand.
I believe that maybe Pansy should do it.
I can get it. I'm already running all around the ship.
He
Might
does
as well
not
run
have
around some
many
more.
places to be.
And I just have like my feet up like on the intercom.
Yeah.
I am plugged into this
nails.
port.
That's why you didn't see the message flashing light, because your foot was on it.
Yeah, my legs were like crossed over it.
Yeah, no, poor Q. I don't have anywhere else to be. It's not like I'm manning 2 stations by myself. It's fine. I'll go pull the lever.
Good job, Pansy. Go pull that lever. I know
Yeah.
you can do it.
I think I
Adventure.
can manage.
Beep
So-
bop boop.
I won't make you roll to pull a lever. You make your way down. You probably do a fireman slide down one of the ladders, get down into the lower hold, and pull the lever that lowers the external docking ramp or cargo ramp, whatever, and some sort of automatic trolley. There's certainly no organic being driving it, and you don't even see a droid. It looks like it's purely just like a programmed or remote control thing. It's a little, very spacey looking trolley car, and on the back is a massive, like, flatbed cargo area that has a tarp over it. And in the center of the tarp, you can kind of see like a 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot kind of cube. And there are chains and straps and all kinds of things like holding this cube down very, very firmly. But it is ridiculously small given the size of the vehicle.
Cube. Is it like in a box and I just like take the box off, or am I like unchaining it and pulling it out?
Yeah, you're gonna have to unchain it and rip off the tarp.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
So which means
it.
stepping out into this cavernous docking bay. You do. The air is it's a little thin. And it's got a smell to it like it was just recently, like you can even tell from the condensation on the walls that this area was probably depressurized minutes ago. So it's just been atmosphere added just so you don't suffocate. And you start laboriously unclamping all the ropes and undoing all the straps. And it's probably a good like 5 minutes of hard manual labor. What's everyone else doing?
Pansy, this is
I'm
Captain
going-
Rapscallion. Please give us a status update on the cargo transmission.
I'm going
Basically
down.
wrap this thing in 15 layers of duct tape. It's gonna be a second.
I'm gonna go down to QP goes down to help because QP has like, laser capabilities and stuff in her hands. So she's gonna go down to try to help get this thing, on board.
Yeah.
I also, so as much as I don't want to work or do anything, the murder thing made me a little nervous. So I'm going to go down and see if maybe getting a little closer, I can sense anything else.
Sure. Cupid, give me a lasers roll. Calliope, give me a Starships roll. Calliope, give me a Scoundrel roll.
Okay, that's two again from you, right?
You are an expert in this, and I'm going to say, you're slicing things, and you're very good at slicing because usually it's flesh, but yeah, I'll say you're an expert. So you both get 2 dice.
I got 2 and a 4.
So how many successes does that get you, QP? 2 successes, lovely. And Calliope?
I got a 2 and a 6, which gives me 1 success.
All right. So you succeed, but barely manage it. I'm going to inflict a complication, harm, or cost.
Rude.
So
Rude.
QP gets down first because QP obviously is maybe a little bit more motivated. Just very efficiently stomps down and begins slicing through the remaining straps, etc., to help Pansy uncover this cubic object. Calliope, when you step out into this cavernous loading bay, you are immediately washed over with bloodlust and anger and hunger and just the desire to rip and tear at everything around you.
Do you guys feel that?
What?
I just got really hungry for human flesh all of a sudden. I don't. It's like, for really.
Like, I know
QP's like,
this is
yeah.
This is a low-paying
weird.
job. I wasn't signing on to work with cannibals. Are you good?
What's under this? What's under this tarp? What is happening?
I don't know. We're still Are you done unwrapping it yet, QP?
And I look at Pansy in a bit of a hungry way.
Try to eat me, I'll shoot you. Hand over the side of my pistol. It's on my belt.
I think maybe you were feeling the effects of whatever is in this box, which we have not been allowed to ask about.
Yeah, you can ask about it. It's just it's a box under a tarp. But
Oh, I thought we weren't allowed to know. We were just supposed to discreetly do something without knowing what was in it.
I didn't say that.
Oh.
I mean, it's a
just
good
assumed
assumption.
that was the
It's a good
situation.
assumption. Yeah, it seemed super
Okay.
shady and like I would say based on prior experience, the less you know, probably the better.
Right.
I don't know. I start helping to rip the tarp off because being out of control is not something I'm excited about.
You get a little whiff of like barbecue spare ribs from Pansy.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Captain Calliope looks like she wants to eat me, requesting permission to return to the bridge.
I'm sorry. Wants is not the right word. It's needs.
Requesting urgent permission to return to the bridge.
Permission granted, Pansy.
Okay, cool.
So
Calliope, please escort Pansy back to the bridge. QP, please finish unwrapping whatever it is so we can get out of this massive ship.
all right.
Yes,
Boop.
Captain.
I think, sir, I do not think you realized why she wanted to come back.
He never listens.
It's fine. So you just
as many
hear the
death
daiquiri blender blaring. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
So you as those two leave with Calliope probably following behind Pansy, kind of just a little bit. QP rips off the tarp, and it's a little cage. It's a little, some sort of advanced metamaterial cage, kind of a dull silver metal. It has a little keypad on top. It has lots of warning signs all over it.
Can I see what's in it?
You can certainly get your face real close.
I'm not saying I want to do that.
Poke one of your ocular units into one of the little slits.
No. Can I use my picture finger to take a picture of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't want to put my eye by it because I have to replace the eye and it's a whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, losing one
So-
of your fingers would just make it more hard to save the lives of your companions if they get injured. So yeah, it makes
No,
good.
if I lose part of my finger, it's easier to
Just-
recreate
Yeah, exactly.
than my ocular.
So you
So,
have a
yeah,
little sensor on the
gonna-
end. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it up there as far as I can while still getting the angle.
yes.
And I'm gonna snap a picture.
Have a little light. Yes, you do. You snap a picture and you can run it through you do not recognize what this creature is. It is not in any of your databases. However, your emotional simulation algorithm informs you that this creature is incredibly cute.
Oh.
I mean, you're thinking about what the appropriate, what would be the human response to this, and it would be ooh woo.
Right. And I'm immediately in my head, and I'm like, it is important that we do not show this to Calliope. Because Calliope is adorable and want to let it out. And it clearly has murder on the brain.
Well, you don't know that. It looks.
Calliope has murder on the brain, right?
Right.
And did we say she was getting it from whatever was in the box?
You don't know. So it is. It's very fluffy. It kind of looks like a puppy kitten lemur. So it has a little bit of a long, kind of floofy tail, kind of like a lemur. It's got big eyes. It's got a little kind of short snout. It's got kind of doggy-like paws. Has big, long whiskers. And it has two little antennae sticking out of its head. And it just looks up at you with big eyes. Or looks up at the sensor with big eyes. And kind of whimpers a little bit.
I mean, I guess I pull it into the ship, yeah?
Yep.
Isn't that what we're here to do?
Sure. You.
Okay, I don't feel any which way away. I don't feel any way about it. But I know that Calliope's gonna gush over it.
Sure. You can predict humanoid emotional responses fairly well.
Right.
Yes. So you grab the cage and return to your cargo bay. I assume closing up the cargo hatch. If Calliope is back on the bridge, the light flashes again, saying that there's a message.
Calliope, please
Yeah?
answer the message.
I'm sorry, I was feeling really hungry. Yes.
You like just surreptitiously hit the button, and then over the loudspeakers, please confirm receipt of the merchandise.
Calliope, please confirm receipt of the merchandise.
Okay. We've received the merchandise. Is there? I know this sounds a little bit forward, but could you tell us what the merchandise is?
Please
We just
exit
want to
the
make
cargo
sure
hold
to deliver
and
it
deliver the
safely.
merchandise
You
to the
cannot-
targeted
you don't have to speak over
destination.
me. That's unnecessary. I'm trying to
Dial tone.
Okay, I confirmed it, Captain.
Well done, Calliope.
I know.
Pansy, please turn on engines and impulse drive. No,
Yes, Captain.
it's the other station, Pansy. You've gotten confused again.
I just want to sit at the massive cannon that I installed on this ship, and you never let me. I always have to drive the stupid thing.
Do you want me to
Don't
drive
over.
it?
No.
Yeah, the power control systems are at the tactical channel, whereas the flight control systems are at the pilot channel. So you actually have to go to one station to power on the engines and another station to actually fly the ship.
Great, 3 stations now. Let's
Oh,
go.
those are your 2. So, but yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So you run back and forth, getting everything powered on. As soon as the ship detects that your engines are online, the anti-gravity field ceases and you're kind of free floating, and then the massive doors underneath you open, and then the force projector just kind of bloop pops you out of the ship, like rudely, just kind of like flings you out. And then as soon as you are at safe distance, or maybe a little bit too close for comfort, it leaps to hyperspace. And now you are here floating above this dead colony on this ice moon with a cute little bunny creature in a cage in your
So
hold.
far, this is going perfectly, everyone.
Yeah.
yeah. You know, Calliope just
Sir,
wants to
I think it's important that we do not let Calliope see what is in the cage, for I fear she will want to keep it. It is, as you would say, ooh-woo material.
It's a good idea, robot. Good thinking.
I'm sorry, did I hear?
Yeah, she just
Dude, I
No.
think I'm sensing
QP just said that
sensing
in front of you.
an ooh woo.
Beep bop. No, I didn't say ooh-woo. I said beep bop boo.
D4QP, please go use your massage attachment on Calliope. Hopefully,
Yes,
this will
sir.
distract her.
Beep bop boo.
QB, could you actually work on Pansy? Maybe tenderize Pansy a little bit, please.
No, that's okay. You can stay by Calliope. I'll keep. I don't want to be distracted while I'm flying the ship.
That's maybe
Speaking of
could
flying
you
the
take your
ship,
gun.
Pansy, please set our coordinates and engage. Space engage.
Wait, where are the coordinates, Captain?
We're heading towards the blink blink system.
Yes.
Aye, Captain.
The center of galactic diplomacy, the blink blink system. Mm-hmm. So named because it blinks into and out of existence every 33 years. Mm-hmm. It is the ultimate neutral territory. No one has a chance to claim it. And during the 3 days when it exists in normal space, it is often used as a neutral meeting ground for belligerent species to come together and try to negotiate profitable trade deals, anti-aggression pacts, etc. And you know, in general, from your briefly watching the intergalactic news bulletins that will come up in between the 757th season of Big Brother, that there is some big diplomatic thing happening that maybe the fate of the entire galaxy rests upon. Something to do with taxing corporations and using the money to build infrastructure that is a benefit to all sentients in the galaxy. Something like that. You're not really paying attention.
God, whoever turned on this news station, it's super boring. Let's get some tunes and space engage towards our target.
All right.
I'm gonna start playing tunes, but they're all gonna be like weird, like mechanical beeps because they're like tunes that I enjoy. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like weird frequencies.
Yeah,
Yep.
but this one's my jam.
It's like beep, doo, beep,
Everyone space dance with me on our way.
beep, doo, doo,
No.
beep, doo, doo, biddle-doo,
Come on, Pansy, you can do it.
beep, doo, doo,
You know the space jam.
I'm flying the ship.
beep.
Can't take my hands off
there's
the
turbulence.
controls.
Everyone to the left. Oh, God. Oh, no. That's why the ship is no. Oh,
Oh god.
adventure.
You really gotta
Pansy.
stop making me turn left and right like that, Captain. It's really disorienting.
I don't think I'm making you do it, Pansy. I believe that's just you piloting the ship. Our perfect, flawless ship that's amazing at everything.
Pansy, I would like you to give me a Starships roll.
Cool. How many dice am I gonna use for that?
2. Because you, one, and you are prepared. I mean, because you knew you'd be leaving. You're still not an expert, though.
Yeah, no, that's a 6 and a 5.
Ooh, and what is your number?
4.
Yeah. So, wow. You do engage the hyper engines. And everything seems to be fine when all of a sudden all the alarms on the ship go off. Wormhole. You have encountered the event horizon of an unstable wormhole. What do? The ship is
Red
going to be
alert.
the ship is going to be sucked into an alternate dimension or something if you don't find a way.
I push the red alert button. I have a big button on my console. Opposite side is the daiquiri machine. Red alert.
Well,
Yeah.
while everyone's distracted, I wander over to the cage. Also, I have food at the door, so I have to go.
Okay. So Calliope takes this moment of distraction, of imminent destruction of your ship and everyone aboard it to go and check out the cute little monster in the, little puppy kitten lemur creature in
Definitely not a
the,
monster.
in the holding bay. Cool. So Calliope is not on deck. What are you doing?
Pansy,
Yes, Captain.
evasive maneuvers. We need to get outside of the wormhole's gravitational pull. Immediately. Space engage.
Yes, Captain. Engaging hyperdrives to hopefully pull us out of the wormhole, Captain. QP, can you chart us a safe course so that I can engage the hyperdrives?
Charting course, beep bop boop.
That will be sufficient to give you an extra die for the help. However, that is only 2 die because you are still not an expert and you are not prepared.
Yep. Ooh, it's a 1 and a 3.
Oh, very good. So, you managed to pull. There's a moment as you're going through this kind of Doctor Who wormhole kind of stuff when an alternate path branches and like the camera sees that everyone on the bridge is like there's weird tracers and stuff. It's very, very trippy. You're all swaying back and forth, and you know if you can just hit the retro thruster at just the right angle at just the right time. But it's so hard because of the G-forces, and you have to claw yourself forward, and you just grab that lever and pull it back at just the right time. And you launch yourself back out into normal space. You don't, however, know where you are.
I'm going to push the red alert button to turn it off.
Okay. And to be clear, it just the button that lights up.
It makes a noise.
But it's just like a little tiny speaker in that button.
That's fine.
And it goes.
It's just the 4 of us. Like that's sufficient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't need to be a whole big deal.
Yep. It's like one of those tap
Captain-
lights Only it has
we
a little
don't
speaker in
have
it.
we don't have a mechanic, so I've had to install the clap on, clap off version of
Right.
the real shitty like in-unit speaker.
Yeah.
It's not hooked up to the Bluetooth right now.
It's a
Captain
child's
Red.
toy for when kids want to play Starship Captain.
Captain Rap has also asked me to make loud whooping noises when the button has been pushed.
Yes.
So when the button gets pushed, I make like whoop, whoop, like that. So everyone knows.
Perfect. So, you are adrift somewhere in space and potentially in time.
Pansy, we seem to be adrift in space and time. Please all stop. D4QP, I need sensors. Where the hell are we, robot? Calliope, keep looking hot.
Calliope is down in the cargo
Yeah,
bay.
Calliope's not even there.
Calliope.
Wait, where is Calliope?
Where's Calliope? Yeah, Captain.
I'm
where-
going to look at the lemur.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
God.
you're down there.
Okay, hold on. This is an emergency.
You don't know that because she left a while ago.
Oh, okay.
So there's a moment. So you, Calliope, step in. I would like you to give me a scoundrel roll, please.
Okay. Does anyone want to help me find the lemur?
They can't.
We aren't with you.
They don't know where you are.
You went off.
This might be a
by
very
yourself.
short episode.
I got a 6 and a 4.
Ah, very well. And you're
I won twice.
excellent, excellent. You reach out with your mind toward this little creature in the cage,
Tiny baby.
and you see a little paw stick out between the
Tiny baby.
a little fuzzy paw, just kind of, and you hear a little from inside.
I want it.
You have formed some sort of rapport with this creature. Like, it doesn't say mama, but you think it kind of does a little bit.
What if it could?
It would if it could.
Inside your brain, isn't it like murder?
I mean,
That could be confused for Mama.
it sounds
right?
like
Yeah.
mama. Something like that. But no, you have successfully formed a psionic rapport with this creature.
Does that mean I also can give non-murder vibes back?
Sure.
Okay. I try to give non-murder vibes back.
You see a
Wait,
little.
are we sure? Am I sure that the murder vibes are coming from the tiny baby? Because it's adorable.
No, all you're picking up is cuteness. You see,
Okay.
you see a little black nose poke itself out of the little hole and sniff.
Okay, then yeah, if I'm not certain that the vibes are coming, I guess I would just try to put out calming vibes, because I imagine as a person who's in tune with their senses and their body and their mind, I would assume that an animal would be very intense when being transported in a small cage. A little
Yeah.
baby.
You-
So I'm putting out calming vibes.
You do get the sense that it really doesn't like being in that cage. It's terribly unfair.
Oh no. Should we
It's dark and it's cold.
It's cold.
Yeah, the metal's
Should it
very
really be-
cold.
Should really be in here?
Probably shouldn't.
I'm gonna call Calliope using my very fancy comms unit. Calliope, this is Captain Rapscallion, your employer. Please report.
Yes, Captain.
Calliope, where is your current location?
Did you know that we are transporting a helpless animal?
I did not know that, Calliope, nor do I care. Our job is simply to keep this chained up, caged creature with many warning labels all over the box safe and sound until we arrive at the Blink Blink system.
But is that right? Is that really what we should be doing?
You know what's right? Space bucks. Space bucks that'll allow us to hire, I don't know, a mechanic to keep the spaceship that we require to keep us alive in space in tip-top shape.
But Captain, things always work out. As bad as things get, I'm sure we'll get our space bucks either way. This could not possibly be what you want your legacy as a captain to be, is to be transporting adorable animals in little cages. Is that
You've
what
got
you
a
want
point.
people to
Things
remember
do
about
always
you?
seem to work out for us, don't they? In that case, carry on. Captain out.
I'm gonna die.
So,
Except the robot. The robot's gonna be fine.
so
Yeah. Captain, do you think it is wise to allow Calliope to fall in love with something that we must give up at some point?
Listen, robot, you can't possibly understand this because you're simply a robot and you don't have human feelings. The answer is no, she'll be heartbroken and it'll be a wreck, but then she'll need somebody strong to cry upon. And that somebody is me, Captain Rapscallion.
If she needs somebody
Space
strong to cry
adventure.
upon, sir, why would she not cry upon Pansy?
You know, if she goes that way, I'm fine with it too.
Was a little more okay with it until she started saying she wanted to eat me.
Interestingly, I would have imagined that would have been a positive for you.
Not in the context that it
I
was
don't mean to
given.
judge you by your appearances, Pansy.
No, you're
Forgive
not
me if I'm off
incorrect.
target.
But no, you're not off on that one, Captain. But given the context, it was more off-putting than intriguing.
so
Well, in any case,
Calliope, what do you do? The little paw is still reaching out for you.
Yeah, obviously I would open the cage.
Okay,
Is it easy to open though?
of course it is. I mean, there's all
Why
the.
would it be, with all those labels? Why would it be easy to open?
It's
so there was like a number pad and stuff.
Yeah,
It's just like 1, 2, 3, 4.
yeah, exactly. It's like
Zero,
the
zero, zero, zero.
it's the second combination you try.
Okay.
It's a little reverse psychology. They figure, the uncrackable code is the one that people would guess first, and therefore no one will guess it.
Okay,
so, yeah.
and then I would immediately take it in my arms and take it upstairs
So
to meet everyone.
there's a tss as the lid opens, and there's a little hiss of steam, and then as that clears, it's just looking up at you. Huge cowboy
my
eyes, little antenna kind of folded down because it's not very confident. It's not quite sure what's going on. It looks up to you for
baby.
reassurance.
Okay, so I reach in and grab it.
It is super fluffy,
Yeah, I'm happy.
and it immediately
The happiest
begins.
I've been in my entire life.
It immediately, like as you pick it up, it kind of grabs onto you, and begins to rumble like a purr.
Oh my gosh, my whole raison d'etre is to prove myself, and I think that's what this is about.
Yeah, absolutely. And then
Tough like raisins.
it looks deeply into your eyes, and its little antenna point directly at you, and you just feel this wash of serotonin. Oh, sorry, oxytocin, as you bond
About
with this
time.
creature. It's
What a
just
good day.
it makes you feel so happy.
Well, obviously, I would want to share my happiness with everyone else.
Yeah,
Upstairs I go.
cool. You walk into the bridge. Everyone sees you. What happens then?
I go over to show everyone the tiny baby. I introduce the tiny baby to Pansy first because she looks very busy, and I think she needs some soothing vibes.
Calliope, was that the thing that was in the box?
This is it.
Why is it out of the box?
It was what is this? What is this thing doing in a small box? What do you think I should name it?
I don't know.
Stupid name.
It's really fluffy. You could just call it Fluffy.
It has.
Flufferton.
It does have a collar and a name tag.
Oh. Okay. I'm holding. Could you turn the collar around? Both my arms are busy. Could you turn the collar around, Pansy?
Yeah, I'm not scared of some tiny little lemur creature.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and make a scoundrel roll for me, Pansy?
Probably just the one die.
Yes, you are not prepared.
Alright. 5.
Oh, wow. And is that over your
Yes, because my AN is 4.
perfect? So, as it's just a scared little puppy lemur kitty. So, it doesn't bite your arm off. But it does lunge forward. It's apparently very flexible, like in terms of size. So as you reach toward it, its mouth just opens up like probably a foot wide. And then it clamps down and then lunges forward and clamps down on your arm, like up to the shoulder. But you're very fast and you kind of pull your arm back. And then it kind of curls back up in Calliope's arms and looks at you, blinking, very innocent looking.
You scared
Okay,
it.
that's the second thing today that has tried to eat me. It needs to go back in the box.
Oh, it's too small.
And then it just looks up at Calliope and like, oh, did I do bad?
So,
You're like a puppy that just peed on the floor. Very sad face.
Did you look at her tag?
No, it tried to swallow my arm. How
Oh
would
my
I have looked at the
gosh,
tag?
Pansy, I swear, you're the most useless person on this entire ship.
I am going to eject all of you into space. Put the dang thing back in the box, Calliope. I'm not messing around.
Yuppie's gonna love this.
Put the bunny in the box.
Put the puppy kitten lemur back in the box.
Oh,
D4QP, can you give me an update on the scanner readings? Where are we?
That's going to
sir.
be a Starships roll.
We are 1 or 2. an
You
expert,
you were an
Amanda.
expert. Yeah.
Okay. I got 6s on both of them, so 2 fails.
It's not your fault. The ship sensors are garbage. You are actually in the Colostra sector, which is a very nice, like, it's relatively well settled. There's lots of fuel depots. So you're like, oh yeah, I know exactly where we are.
Oh, I hate it here. So many space yuppies.
Yeah, it's one of those sectors that used to not be not be very nice, but it's been
It's been space gentrified. It's
yeah.
a whole thing. We
Yeah.
gotta get out of here.
there's like a Starbucks on every space station, sometimes 2.
Ugh.
Oh.
Oh, that's so helpful.
Yeah.
Not for me, because I'm a robot.
I prefer to eat local.
Glancing at Pansy.
Pansy, head over to the right station for once and punch in some numbers. We got to get to the blink blink system. Thank you, D4QP. You did a great job.
I
Wish
hate
I could
it.
say that for everyone, Pansy.
I hate it. Almost get my arm chopped off, running between 2 stations, grumble as I walk over to the other station, punch in coordinates.
You
then
punch
walk
in the
back.
coordinates that QP gives you. So how successful are you at laying in and charting the course that QP has given you?
That's a good question.
It's 2. I'll even count it as 3 because you're getting the coordinates from QP.
Awesome. 2 3s and a 6.
So that gets you what, 2 successes?
2 successes.
Beautiful. Yeah. So you plot and follow QP's course perfectly. No problems whatsoever. Which is great. Considering you're not in the Colostra sector, but that's fine. You will find that out momentarily. Calliope, what are you doing?
Eating Indian food.
The puppy kitty lemur has calmed down a little bit.
I'm feeding the puppy kitty lemur my Indian food.
Okay. It's eating everything that you will give it.
That's adorable.
Like, not even swallowing. It's just like, and it's gone.
Is it doing that big unhinging its jaw thing or just nibbling?
Yes. I mean, that's kind of how it nibbles.
Is by unhinging its jaw?
Well, it doesn't have really jaw hinges. It seems it's like just a big ball of floof.
Okay, that's adorable, but also a little creepy. Okay, so it creeps me out a little bit.
It doesn't, though. As soon as you start to feel kind of creeped out, you look into its big brown eyes and its little antenna wave in your face, and you just feel nothing but love.
What self-preservation? So I guess I would go show Cupie.
Sure.
And I would feed the little nugget in front of Cupie. Oh, and then I'd have Cupie check the tag because Nugget isn't gonna bite Cupie's arm off. Cupie's a robot.
Yep. The creature kind of sniffs at QP, and a very long tongue comes out and kind of licks up QP's torso or something. And then it seems to like it's happy. And there is a little silver silver tag around it's wearing kind of like a diamond studded, very fancy collar. Like a little like Forever 21 sort of situation.
Cupid, could you check its name?
I don't think you should have this thing out of its cage.
Okay, right. Okay. Could you check its name?
Yes.
Yes, it is Squee.
Does this translate to anything in any languages that I know?
Yes, it translates to Squee.
Okay.
In every language.
In every language. It's
However,
just Squee.
you could check your databanks.
Yeah, I would
See if
like
you can
to do
identify
that.
the species.
Yes.
Go ahead and make a Starship roll. This is not something that you are an expert in. No, you're a doctor. You know, like exobiology and stuff, so I'll say it's 2.
Okay. I got 2 4s.
Cool.
So
and
2 successes.
2 successes. You are able to identify the species. It is not one that much is known about, but there have been reports of them. They are very, very cute. They are known to be much sought after by very wealthy individuals because of their cuteness. And they are known as Floofians.
Are they known as being dangerous or anything?
There's not that much known about them other than like you're finding a few
But
reports
people
of
keep them as pets.
yeah, or they're much sought
Like
after
really
as
rich
pets.
people.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're much
All right,
sought
fair.
after because they are very cute. I will say
All
that.
right. So I don't really have any reason to believe that it's dangerous. I'm more worried that she's going to get too attached to it, and then we're going to have to sacrifice our
It
monies
is
or something's
worth-
going to happen.
It is worth probably just like all you're finding is description, Floofian. It matches. Much sought after by very, very wealthy individuals, known to be incredibly cute. There are a few black market exchanges where you can pull up a record of purchase of a Floofian. 10, 20, 50 million credits.
Okay. So I'm probably going
Which
to
is 10, 20, 50 times what your employer is promising to pay you.
Right. So I'm going to give that information to Calliope. I'm going to tell her this thing is very expensive. And if we don't deliver it, we are going to be in trouble with our employer and we're going to owe them all these credits. So maybe it's best that you do not bond with it.
How many credits is it worth?
I tell her it's 50 million or whatever you said.
Wait, that's a lot more than we're making
Yes, but
delivering this thing.
it's also means that it's worth a lot and probably will mean our lives if we don't deliver it.
Yeah, but I mean, who's gonna fight us?
Maybe you haven't been
Probably
around
a lot
that
of
long,
people.
but
Yeah.
pretty much everyone we encounter tries to
everyone.
fight us.
Well, maybe it's because we're selling off innocent little Okay, actually, you know
It tried
what?
to bite my arm off. That thing
Yeah.
isn't innocent.
Listen, okay, 50 million credits makes this whole thing a lot different.
Well,
As
to who? Go ahead.
What if we just sell it on our own?
Listen, Calliope, I've been around the space block a time or two,
The space is
and
the block.
the people who sucked us into their hull without any effort whatsoever and had enormous ships on the USS Big Guns Never Tire will easily hunt us down and destroy us if we cross them.
We have a bad enough reputation as it is. I don't think we need to make it worse by crossing, an intergalactic corporation.
Yeah, we couldn't make it any worse, right?
No, we could make it worse by crossing an intergalactic corporation.
All right. Well then, whatever.
Calliope, the space bunny is cute, but at the end of this trip, we are going to have to turn it over to whomever paid for us to transport it. You just are going to have to come to terms with that. But pet it all you want until then. And then when you're real sad, Pansy and or Captain Rapp will be there for you.
That's fine. I don't have a gun and I can't drive this stupid ship anyway.
You do have a gun.
Yeah, but I told him I didn't.
Shh, I'm lying. Well, you asked a question of who was going to fight you. The massive Glorpin gunship that is bearing down on your vessel might.
I don't know what a glorpin is, so it doesn't matter. It's not real. It's not real.
Glorpin are non-humanoid, xenophobic, very militaristic species that are not known to venture out of their own space, but they violently defend it against any incursion.
Okay, and I probably know that then.
Yeah.
Okay.
You all,
right.
I mean, these are a major galactic threat. Anyone who travels the space lanes knows never to stray into Glorpin space, or else you will be reduced to smoking radioactive slag.
Okay, I'm gonna go mope in my little intercom corner with Fluff, Squeebot, whatever it is.
Yeah, squee.
The cute little nugget. Squee.
Yes. So I wonder what a Glorpin warship is doing outside their space. Firing lasers at you, in fact.
Wait, the Glorpins are attacking us right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Great.
Shields up. Pansy, shields up.
Hi, Captain.
For QP, we need sensors on that ship. Tell us everything. What is it armed with? Where are its weak spots?
Yes, sir.
Calliope, I need you to open a channel to the what are they? Glorpins?
Glorpin.
Glorpin ship.
Wow.
Demand that they cease fire.
Okay.
Also, I'm pushing the red alert button.
the light goes on.
Whoop. Whoop.
Yes.
I'm like scanning while also just going whoop.
Yes. Give me rolls.
All right, I'm scanning. Under 2 successes, 3.
Beautiful. Yes, that is in fact a Glorpin destroyer. It is armed with antimatter disintegrator beams. It is your ship is very well armed and is more nimble, so you might have a chance in a firefight. But it's a very, very powerful vessel. It's one of their interdictor class. I will say also, because that was a full success, you are 100% in Glorpin space. Like the sensors were caught in a diagnostic loop, and it was giving you false readout, but you now realize that you are like half a light year inside Glorpin space.
No.
Who understands this?
I'm very much in
QP.
Glorpin space right now.
Okay. QP,
Yes.
did you make a mistake earlier? You're a robot.
I must have made a mistake earlier, but in my defense, everything about this ship is pretty trash.
Whoa!
Dang.
Sir, I say that objectively. I cannot make claims that have attitude
You're right,
to them
QP.
or whatever.
It's a flying pile of garbage.
Yes, I have heard many say so, sir.
You know what works, Pansy? The airlock.
You know what also
Sir,
works?
I
The
don't
giant gun that I
understand.
strapped to it.
Listen, shields up, and then head back over to where you have your giant cannon button and get ready to push the giant cannon button. That's what you wanted to do,
Finally.
right?
Yes, I've been wanting to hit the giant cannon button for weeks now.
Calliope, did you open a channel?
Yeah, but it's asleep. I have to. You can't move when it's sleeping on you.
God damn it. All right. I bring it up on my own thing, on my iPad or whatever.
Yeah.
This is boodaloop. I make the boodaloop noise. Boodaloop. This is Captain Rapscallion of the Rogue Star. I'm wondering why you've decided to open fire upon us.
Go ahead and give me a scoundrel roll.
Okay, how many die am I rolling?
You are an expert in being a captain.
That's true.
But you are not prepared, so just 2.
I'm always prepared for the unpreparable. I rolled a 5 and a 1, so 1 success.
All right. You realize as soon as you do your normal kind of assertive stance that one of the reasons that the Glorpins don't get along with any other species in the galaxy is that they are very, very sensitive to any display of dominance. So as the words are leaving your mouth in your normal kind of confident patter, you realize that's exactly the wrong tack to take. So you do make contact, but then you see 7 more guns swing around and aim at your ship as a result. And then the intercom is flooded with babbling in the Glorpin language, which I don't think anyone speaks. It's basically just glorp, 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 glorp. Yes. You speak all languages.
Can I hear it or no?
Yes, it's over the intercoms.
Oh, okay.
They are accusing you of violating a series of treaties and entering their space illegally on a mission of espionage and
Okay.
yeah.
Can I get on the sir, please let me speak to them.
Listen, D4QP, you can translate for me into their Gleep-Glop language. Are you prepared?
Maybe just let me talk to him.
Absolutely not. I am the captain and the expert at space captaining.
Okay.
Please
He finally
Gleep-Glop
decides to do something.
There's a little bit of squeal as QP's eyes roll.
Please let them know that we made a mistake. We were escaping the dense pull of an unseen black hole, and we're flung off course into time and space. We aren't here on an espionage mission. We are here on a mission of cuteness.
Gloop gloopy gloop glop gloppy doo.
Yes.
Gloop gloop blap gloop doop gloop.
Please let them know that if they escort us to the edge of their territory, we will comply.
Glop glop gloop glooby glooby gloop.
And then at the end, say adventure.
Bloop.
Are you translating exactly, QP?
The last thing I said was more like a please show us mercy. It wasn't adventure.
Okay.
I basically said, like, I was explaining that, like, our system is crap and I actually made a mistake while we were trying to escape something and that we had no intention of being in the glooposphere and that I sincerely apologized for the
Our captain is an idiot. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Which is actually the right tack to take with the Gloopians. So you will hear back gloop, 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 as they are telling you that they are going to bring you on board and search your vessel. And if you can present proof that your invasion of their space was on accident, they will allow you to leave with your lives. Which is pretty good for the Gloopians.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, all the
Sir.
captain hears is gloop, 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 but...
Right. Sir, they want to search our ship to make sure that that it was truly a mistake. And once they realize that we are here by mistake, they will let us leave with our lives.
If you can prove it.
If we can prove that we are here by mistake.
Excellent. I don't think that we have any other choice. And for right now, we're not hauling anything illegal, probably. Calliope, please prepare some hors d'oeuvres for our guests. They probably like gooey things. I don't know. It's not really my forte. Pansy, please lower shields and prepare to be boarded.
So you have to get back up out of the gun turret, go over.
You might need to pull the lever downstairs again.
Yes, Captain.
Yeah. Now, this ship is not massive. So you're actually, there's going to be like a docking ring connection. So it's not going to be able to pull you directly into its hold.
I'm going to change our red alert to a yellow alert now.
Just by switching out a different colored
I
tap lamp.
just flipped down the little yellow light over the red light. It's fine.
Gel, yeah, gel cover.
So D4 can stop making the booping noise now?
Yeah.
Cool. So, how do you greet the inspectors?
The captain and I probably greet them, and I probably just, translate what needs to be said to them.
Okay. So the two of you go down to...
Well, we would have Calliope come because Calliope's our envoy, right?
Calliope's really struggling right now, though.
That's really rude, QP. I actually feel like I'm doing pretty well. I'm
You do. You
happier
feel
than
very
I've ever
calm.
been in my entire life. QP, and just because not everyone can be supportive of that doesn't mean it's not true.
You feel very, very secure and safe and warm.
And I was a little bit confused about the hors d'oeuvres thing, but I'm feeling pretty good. So I just went down and, I assume we just have like little packets of mush. So I did my best to like put little packets of mush in nice little dollops on a tray.
Squee will lick a few of them.
That's
I
disgusting.
think it's really cute. No, it's super cute. It does that thing where it like gets its paws in there because it's not quite sure what it's doing. It kind of digs around, then looks at you like, "Oh, I have mashed potatoes on my paws."
Oh yeah, the Gloopians are gonna love that.
Yeah. Then it licks off its paws.
Okay, that is cute.
Yeah.
All right, we got there. Yeah.
So
I come out with the captain
yeah.
in the
Beautiful.
robot.
So you are carrying a tray, a tray in one hand and Squee under the other arm. What is Pansy doing?
Pansy is gonna stay on the bridge. And
Okay.
she's just gonna kind of keep an ear out in case they need to take off abruptly, in case something goes wrong. Just in case. Have the thrusters ready to go.
Yep. Cool. So the three of you are down in the cargo bay. You cycle the airlock. A very kind of rancid, like, what is this? It smells kind of like raw chicken, but like maybe raw chicken that's starting to turn a bit. So not an entirely pleasant smell kind of wafts out of their ship. And three Gloopians gloop their way onto your ship. These are amorphous, think human-sized amoeboid creatures.
Ugh.
They have some sort of roughly spherical encounter suit, but from the top are two kind of like, you guess, photoresponsive sensors on the end of like stalks of just like protoplasm, and they just seem to like extrude tentacles, and they're leaving a big trail of disgusting kind of rancid smelling slime.
How are they leaving slime if they're in a suit?
They are squeezing parts of themselves out of ports in the suit for locomotion.
Got it.
And for sensing. And then you hear coming out of their suit speakers, gloop, 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 which is make yourself, don't try anything funny. Is this the entirety of your crew? Submit to our inspection or you will be destroyed.
Cool. I know how to handle this situation. I am going to use the universal greening, which of course is Ba Weep Grana Weep Ninibon. And I will motion to Calliope to please hold out the treats for our guests.
Cool. Why don't you go ahead and give me a scoundrel roll? I'll say it's 2 dice.
2 fails. I rolled double ones.
Perfect. Tentacles slap along the side of whatever this encounter suit shell thing is, a port opens and very wicked looking guns are pulled out. All three of these creatures train disintegrator guns at all of you and begin yelling in unison, gloop, 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 gloop.
Calliope, I don't think they like the goop. Did you use the good goop?
Did you use the right words?
Of course, I used the universal greeting. Everyone knows the universal greeting.
They thought you said Cinnabon, and their entire civilization was almost wiped out by Cinnabon.
That's
Corporate warfare.
QP, could you help out here?
Yes. Gloop, 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 gloop. I just like reiterate, and saying that, I reiterate that our captain is kind of incompetent and a blowhard. And I apologize. I don't, what he said was something he read in a comic and thought was serious. And I'm very sorry. They should probably listen to me and Calliope and not the captain.
Okay.
Who buys a robot with sass? Nobody wants this.
Yeah, it was
You
free.
don't know what
The person that doesn't
you
have any
don't
money.
know that I have sass though.
It was
I
a
do the things you asked me to do. Yeah, you have no idea I have sass because you told me say beep bop boop and I did it. So you think I'm like completely compliant.
yeah. You found, by the way, you found QP in a box behind a Taco Bell. So,
I mean, what do you expect? Okay.
right. Go ahead and give me a lasers roll because you're trying to use truth and rationality to calm down the situation. So that's 2 die.
Wait, who, me?
Yeah.
Okay. 6 and a 1. So
Well,
one good, one bad.
it's you succeed, but you barely manage it.
Okay.
The success is that they don't open fire and liquefy you all. The complication is that they are going to take you into custody.
All of us?
Yeah, they're each one of them
They
is going
don't
to
know that Pansy exists.
right is going to sploop forward and grab your guns, and disarm you unless you fight back.
Do they know that I have a gun?
One of them will it will shoot a big pseudopod at you that will split into like 15 little small pseudopods that
ew.
kind of like fiddle around in your pockets and stuff, and then pull out your little tiny silver plated blaster pistol.
Yeah.
They do find it, and they're
She
now
keeps that right in the,
yeah. And
Yeah, could you tell them? Could you translate something about consent, QP? Thank you.
it's just like slimy, disgusting, stinky trails of like snail
yeah. Oh, I
juice
know
all
all about
over,
it.
all over.
I say to them, she appreciates you being so gentle.
Yes. So the situation is tense, but has somewhat de-escalated now that you have been disarmed. The one Calliope that is next to you is going to stick one of its eye stalks over and kind of scan up and down Squee, who sniffs it, then leaps forward, opens its mouth about 4 feet wide, and eats it. The other two are stunned for a moment. What do you do?
I punch one right in the face.
Okay.
Whatever I think its face is.
Go ahead and give me a scoundrel roll. You are an
One die,
expert at
two die, what?
foolish actions.
I
So
must-
yes, you are not prepared, but you get 2 die. One for being an
I'm up
expert.
in the bridge using the daiquiri machine right now.
2 successes and one of them is on my number.
Ah, excellent. So why don't you go ahead and ask me a question?
Based on the size of their ship, how many do I think might be inside of it?
Your best guess is probably 20.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, it's
Well-
a big ship, but it doesn't take that many people to fly. They have
Right,
advanced
right.
technology. Probably a lot of it is AI or automation. So,
Okay.
and it's not like a
So-
big. It's not like a big troop carrier or anything like that.
We basically want to kick them back out the door to the extent that we can, and then I will immediately message Pansy to blast off.
All right. So you may re-roll that die that was a Starship Scoundrel. So.
Okay, that was a fail.
Okay. You still got one success.
I got 2 successes.
So if you roll exactly on, it's neither a success nor a fail. It's an opportunity to gather more information, and you may re-roll it. So
Okay.
This is going to be effectively a mixed success. So you punch not just what its face is, but you jam your fist all the way into whatever port its little eye stalks come out of, and your hand is now in it, like inside its kind of spherical, inside its spherical encounter suit, and you feel all kinds of weird, slightly warm, viscous, pulsing stuff moving around and squirming under your fingers. So you are now elbow deep in a Gloopian. What is QP and Calliope doing?
I'm like just kind of like trying to think of how to get us out of this. I'm probably starting to try to get Calliope and the fluffy guy back to the ship, because I'm thinking while they're stunned, we all just get on the ship and run away. Right?
We're on the ship, aren't we?
Yeah, you're on your ship. You're in your. You're just outside
our ship.
Yeah, you're just
so we
outside.
gotta knock these guys out and then just leave.
And there's one that has just taken your weapon, and it's right there in front of you. The one that was right in front of Calliope is now inside Squee.
I want to use my laser cutter.
Yep.
And just like cut across its whatever its oracle things are, wherever it sees from.
Is this a Starships? It's precise action. I would say yes. It's a Starship roll. It's a precise action. So, and you're leveraging your knowledge of anatomy, so that's 2 dice.
Okay. 2 successes, 2 4s.
Beautiful. So yes, you slice off these 2 appendages and they splop down onto the ground, and the creature kind of stumbles around a little bit on various different tentacles, but you can see 2 new eye stalks slowly emerging. So that's a temporary setback for the creature, but it does buy you time with no one currently able to fire on you, given that one of them is a little bit too concerned with Rap inside it, and one of them currently blind. I will say that it fires its antimatter disruptor pistol and vaporizes a section of deck plating, but since it can't see currently, it's not of no risk to you. Okay. Calliope, what are you doing?
I'm kind of like trying to like sort of prompt Squee to like eat the other one.
Sure.
Rap, the Captain Rap doesn't have his arm in.
Okay.
Just kind of go, okay, all right, next one.
Yeah. No problem. Just for fun, give me a scoundrel roll.
Okay. I got 2 1s.
Oh.
Which are 2 big fails.
Yes. So, Squee completely gets the idea.
Oh no.
So Squee like hops down and like toddles over real cute, and it's a little bit wobbly on its short little legs. Like maybe it's like, it's a little baby, doesn't quite know how to walk. It stumbles a little bit, and then that mouth opens huge and just grabs the one that's in front of QP.
I go, yay!
And then it turns,
Squee.
Eyes really, really big, and then lunges at the one that Rap is half buried in. Rap, I would like you to give me a scoundrel roll to not be sucked in.
Okay. How many die?
2. You are not prepared for this.
2 successes.
Excellent. So as Squee's little mouth and teeth expand with his mouth, and like as it's engulfing this, like we're talking 3 feet by 3 feet spherical encounter suit, sucking in tentacles as it goes. Just as its little teeth are about to meet on the far end, you pull your hand out. It is disgusting. There's viscous yellow-green glop hanging off your fingers. There's little wriggling bits of organelles kind of just like throbbing and pulsing in the goo on your hand, and you shake it off. There's a little bit of a sizzle on the deck plate.
Boy.
Yeah. And then Cupie, Squee licks its little lips and looks at you.
I say, good job, Squee. I'm going to go pull the lever, the pansy lever, because she's somewhere else as usual. And then I'm going to push. I whip out my communicator. Pansy, I'm going to need you to shields up and 100% light speed away from this thing right now. Go. Don't give me sass this time. We really need to go.
Very long sip from the daiquiri, and then walk over, throw up the shields, walk back over, and floor it.
All right. So you're going to have to make an evasive action to get to safe distance before you go to hyperspeed. So
Yeah,
go
but
ahead.
our ship is very nimble.
It is very nimble. So you all hear over the intercom, gloop, 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 gloop.
Calliope, turn that noise off.
Which translates as to we have monitored an assault upon our captain and first officer, because apparently that's their custom as I send the highest ranking.
Oh wow.
Their life signs have ceased. You have murdered the valiant leadership of our revenge shall be ours if it costs us our lives.
Oh boy.
Or all that noise just means very good things.
Yeah.
Very good things.
I'm gonna action sprint back to the deck,
Sure.
to the bridge.
I respond to the message with like bloop 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 bloop, and that means thank you. Maybe you should install a democracy. We're out of here. And then
Wow. Your system sucks. Cool.
time to start something new. Look at it as a fresh start. Bye.
Calliope, on your heads-up display, you're picking up a broadband distress signal being transmitted by the Gloopian ship. It is calling in reinforcements.
Can I interrupt that signal?
You can attempt
Do
to.
I have the technology to do
You
that?
can attempt to. And Calliope, you are picking up with your psionic senses. You are picking up a terrible feeling of loss and mourning as one of the heroes of their species has been summarily consumed upon boarding your ship. But very quickly that feeling of loss and sadness is turning into hardened resolve to wipe out all human life in the galaxy.
I'm
Cool.
getting a sense that we should leave.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hop up and take control of Pansy's cannon while Pansy is doing the getaway, and I'm just gonna start blasting.
Okay.
Cannon.
Right. So, Pansy, I need you to give me a Starships roll. Rap, I need you to give me a Starships roll.
QP, red alert.
Whoop. Whoop.
Calliope, Squee is just looking up the little bits of goop that are left on the ground and then looks at you and leaps up into your arms. Gives a little cute little demure burp in your face.
Ew.
He still has puppy breath, though.
Oh, not the goop breath?
No? And it's still only about this big. Like, it has 3 massive things inside it, but it's still just a little floofer.
As I would expect.
I failed twice. I'm not hitting anything, but I'm shooting. I'm shooting all
Just-
the
Why
things.
didn't you let me do
Shooting
it? It's
wildly.
my turn.
It's not my fault. You're never in the right spot, Pansy. Just
You told me
fly.
to drive the ship. I got a 3 and a 1.
All right. So that's good, right? Because what's your number?
4. So
Cool.
I rolled below.
Good. So that is two dice. You do very well. So although the return fire from the Rogue Star is just wildly inaccurate, like not even close to hitting, you are zipping in and out. these massive blasts of ionized antimatter are going right by your ship, sizzling past your shields. If one of these things got a solid hit on you, it would take out half the ship. But you are expertly dodging back and forth. QP was going to try to jam their signal. You know that some of it has gotten out, but
Okay.
that is going to be obviously a Starships roll.
Is it 2? Would I consider myself an expert in this as well?
I think so.
4 and 1, so 2 successes.
Beautiful. Yes, you establish a dampening field. So you're going to estimate that only the nearest ships would have been able to pick up the signal before you jammed it.
Okay.
So what do?
We get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get out.
Because of Pansy,
Pet
you are
the
now at
squee.
safe. Right, you pet it.
Yeah.
You are now at safe distance, Pansy, if you would like to make a Starships roll to see if you can leap to hyperspace, just as 3 more of these interdictor cruisers pop out of hyperspace and begin firing at your ship.
I return fire.
Sure.
QP, now that we know where we are for real, can you please chart another course to the Blink Blink system?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. So lasers all around. Sorry. Starships rolls all around.
I got a 1 and a 6, so 1 fail, 1 succeed.
Cool.
Ooh. I got a 1 and a 2, which is 1 success and an on the nose for my number.
Cool. We'll get back to that site. What'd you get there, Pansy?
3 and a 2, so below on both.
Perfect. So what question are you interested in, Rap?
I don't really have a question.
It's your opportunity to gather more information about this situation.
Right. What, as a captain, what do I know as far as like what usefulness is Calliope in combat? Because I feel like the 3 of us are doing what we can do, but Calliope can probably help as well, but I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Calliope has a reasonable scoundrel role and can succeed on Starship, so she could man a station, or she could attempt anything kind of communications related. She could have attempted even to jam the signal.
Can Calliope's like psychic abilities mess with their brains?
Maybe.
Calliope, can you get inside the heads of these Gloopians? Maybe make them fire upon each other?
Who, me?
Who, me? Me and my little dog? I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, cool. That I think is going to be a wild, passionate action and / deception, so a scoundrel roll from Calliope. And you may re-roll that die, Rap.
Okay, am I? It's just 2, right? Because I'm an expert, but not prepared.
Correct.
Okay. I got a 3 and a 4, so 1 success and 1 even.
Ah, cool. So, what'd you get on your re-roll there, Rap?
Hi, baby.
It went on the floor. Another 1. 2 successes.
All right. So, yes, you, with your ultra lasers, are blasting at the hull of one of these
Am I
new arrival
squeaky?
ships. Yes. And you think that you have damaged its reactor, and it may not be able to effectively chase you. Calliope got a success and a Starship Scoundrel, which means you may ask a question. What are they really feeling? Who's behind this? How could I get them to blank? What should I be on the lookout for? What's the best way to blank? What's really going on here? Or something like that.
What is do they have like a relationship that I can exploit to make them attack each other?
You know that they used to be very tribal. Like for centuries, they were at war with each other over some sort of natural resource that's vital to their procreation. So it was only recently have they been united under a single leader, and have consolidated their hold on their space.
song as old as rhyme, am I right? Fossil fuels, hey comrades.
So I guess I would try to zit into their brains that the one is coming for the other's resources. Like they think each other is coming for their resources.
Yes. And maybe they're also a very kind of proud species, and those that have the greatest success in battle are often granted the kind of first pick when it comes to breeding rights, like the pools on their disgusting slime planet where they spawn.
Yeah.
So you plant in their minds that the first one to take you down is going to have prime breeding rights. It's going to have the best, warmest, slimiest pools to spawn in. And one of the new arrivals turns its guns on the ship that you first encountered and begins to strafe across it. Now, their shields are actually quite effective against their own types of weapons. And a few blasts are still headed toward the Rogue Star. But for the moment, at least, it seems like they are distracted in fighting each other. That gives you enough of an opening, Pansy, to floor it into hyperspace.
Go, Pansy, go!
Which was a sort of success. So you do successfully enter hyperspace. You do have... Oh, you know what? I should have had you roll another die because you have the coordinates from QP.
6, so... Oh, no, I know, sorry. No, that is a 6. The number looks right. It's almost different.
Oh. And it's a Starships roll. So
Yeah.
that's not good. So it's still one success. So you barely...
2 successes.
2 successes? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Then yes, you do it well. Good job. There's a little bit of like you're catching just a little bit of heat damage. There's a little bit of an energy wake that is disrupting the formation of the hyperspace field. But it's not elegant, but you do enter a hyperspace tunnel and rocket off toward the blink blink system. So you have about a day at hyperspace.
I'm going to turn off the red alert. You can stop booping, QP.
Thank you, sir.
Well done.
Thank you. Beep bop boop, sir.
You boop very well, QP.
Thank you, miss. Beep bop boop to you too.
What rank is QP?
I think I just am a droid.
Doctor.
I don't know if I have a rank.
Lieutenant Commander.
Sure.
Okay. Ensign Pansy and Specialist Calliope.
Sure. Calliope, you were in touch with the Gloopians' minds. And you know that after a moment of infighting, as soon as you leapt to hyperspace, your influence over them faded, and you can feel somewhere back behind you, you can feel that they are chasing you. You know they are
Guys,
incoming.
I think we're about to have a worse reputation, if you can believe that.
Pansy, can you please engage the cloaking device?
You mean the one
Yeah.
that got knocked off 2 weeks ago when he got hit by that asteroid coming into land at the port? That we didn't have the money to fix, so that's why we're doing this job.
I've forgotten about that problem.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to need to continue to jump as much as we possibly can. So minimal engine rest. Just keep them down long enough for them to cool down enough to jump to the next spot.
Yes.
We have to get out of Gloopian space, or we're going to be space boned.
So what happened with the Gloopians?
I'm sorry, did I hear Spacebound?
Later, Calliope, later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Promises.
So why are they attacking us?
Well, Squee did the most adorable thing and ate the captain.
And the first mate.
And the first mate. So I punched
And
one
the
in the
chief
face,
diplomat.
and then Squee ate that one too. And then we decided now was probably the right time for a getaway.
It ate them?
Yeah. Squee, you did a great job. You would boo.
Burp.
He's so
A
adorable.
little small puppy toot.
I go pet him.
Sure.
I don't like that thing, and now it's eating people. At least it wasn't us.
Would
I'm
you
gonna,
make us?
I'm gonna promote you ahead of Pansy, Squee.
I agree with Pansy. I believe that this
Admiral
creature
Squee.
might actually be quite dangerous.
Pansy, would you give me a scoundrel roll, please?
Oh boy. How many dice?
1.
Just one. That's a 1.
Okay. Squee, like almost sensing that you're slightly uncomfortable, leaps out of Calliope's arms and kind of toddles a little bit sideways over towards you, and then just sits down and looks up at you with the big eyes and points those little antennas at you. It's super cute.
Oh, maybe
It
I
nuzzles your leg a
misjudged the
little bit.
guy. Don't go making them think that I'm some sort of softy, Squeak. Come on, go cuddle Calliope. She's the cute one.
It stamps its feet a little bit to look a little bit tough. And it goes,
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get you your own little leather jacket. You're gonna be so cute. Oh.
Oh no.
Yes. And QP, you can tell that this reaction is somewhat abnormal.
Yeah, like you mean specifically for Pansy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't expect Pansy to be the issue. I expected Calliope to be the issue. But now it would seem that everybody's becoming an issue, including the captain.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about, robot. Listen, you need to chill out. Okay, we've got this situation under control, and it's not because of beep boop bop boops. It's because of instinct and swagger.
Yes.
Sir, if this goes entirely wrong and I end up being the one who was correct, may I say I told you so?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
So you have crossed into Federation space. You are safe. You are safe. Unfortunately, your pursuers have also crossed into Federation space.
Calliope, please open a channel to the Federation, the nearest starbase.
Bleep bloop.
Just like subtly actually flipping the switches that make it happen.
Hello, Federation. This is the USS Big Guns.
We're the Rogue Stars.
This is the USS Rogue Stars, and we are looking to talk to you guys about stuff.
We're looking to talk to you. We've been looking for you, in fact, Rogue Star. You have 75 outstanding warrants.
Ooh, looks like you found us then, huh?
Please, Calliope, please let them know that the Gloopians have breached our space, Federation space, and are in hot pursuit of us.
Do you want to talk
We
about
could
that?
hear your captain. Look, we're not going to fall for any more of your shenanigans. Not after the job that you landed on Titan. There's no chance we're going to listen to anything you say. We're going to send a couple of ships your way. I suggest you don't try to fight yourselves out this time.
This is Captain Rapscallion.
We're familiar with you, Captain
of the Rogue
Scallion.
Star. You know, the thing that the Titan thing was a huge misunderstanding. Obviously,
wasn't.
we never meant to do anything with the
Yes, we
diplomat's
did.
daughter. But my
Bring it on.
ensign can't keep her hands off the ladies, if you know what I mean. And here we are. You understand how it goes sometimes. These young kids getting us into trouble. But seriously though, the Gloopians are here and they're firing laser beams at us, and it's making me a little bit uncomfortable. So please send your 2 ships to arrest us. We're looking forward to that.
provide us with your destination telemetry. We will intercept.
Yeah, we are heading towards the Eptheca system at top speed.
You hear, sir, according to our readings, they are not headed toward the Eptheca system.
We
Try
are
again, Captain Scallion.
Simply, I'm sorry. To whom am I speaking?
This is Admiral someone in chat.
Admiral, someone in chat, listen. We have to perform some advanced
It's
maneuvers
Admiral
to escape
Pearl.
the Glupians. Admiral Pearl.
Yeah.
Please send.
And Pearl is not having any of your nonsense. Just like
the
Pearl.
SS Zealous Zamuela here immediately, along with the SS Chev, because we need all of the nonsense we can get to defeat the Glupians.
Sure. So do you provide them with an accurate plot of your telemetry?
I'm going to tell them where we are right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to remain steadfast that we're heading towards the Eptheca system, and that we are simply performing, some maneuvers to try to ditch the Glupians.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a scoundrel roll, please, with 2 die.
2 successes.
Lovely. Well, this better be better not be another one of your tricks, Rap.
Moi? Tricks? I take umbrage, sir.
You have probably crossed paths with Admiral Pearl a number of times at this point. You have a little bit of a love-hate relationship, as in you love her and she hates you. You're probably convinced that she's just chasing after you to get a little bit more time with Captain Rap.
Aren't they all?
Yeah, but she loathes you with every fiber of her being.
Can I add something?
Sure.
Can Admiral Pearl be Pansy's sister?
Yes.
Excellent.
And so you will receive a private communication. Pansy, what the heck are you doing on that ship with that idiot?
Ask her parents that named me Pansy. Got communications.
Ask mom. Boom.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, cool. So yes, a series of fast gunboats will launch from the nearest the starbase, and will begin closing on your trajectory. What do? You're about to have 2 hostile forces converging on your location.
QP, I need you to bring up a map of the immediate star system on screen.
Yes, sir.
I'd like for you to plot a course so to find the point if the Glupians left Chicago at 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
and the starbase gunboats left St. Louis at 3, where they would intersect on this map.
What are their speeds, sir?
You can figure that out based on the telemetry.
Beep, pop, poop, pop, poop, pop. They're here.
Oh, yes. Excellent. Right near this moon.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to time it so that the second that they are about to interact with each other in visual range, we then do a hyperloop around the moon using the moon's gravity to shoot us away from the 2 of them towards the blink system.
Okay.
Pansy, be ready to input the data that QP feeds you. This is very important to get this precise. Any mistake, and we are liable to end up cratered on the face of this moon.
Yeah.
Calliope, you're doing a great job. Keeping the morale up. You're looking real nice.
Thanks.
Yes. We'll say that Squee kind of looks at you and like whines a little bit, and it's like it's dancing around on its legs.
It's got a pee.
It kind of perks up.
Maybe in the cargo hold. It's not going to use a toilet, is it? Is it potty trained?
You don't know. It was just in a
Calliope,
do not
anywhere but
open
the bridge.
extreme biohazard.
We can't have weird alien, excrement on the bridge.
What if it like poos out the alien? What if they survived being consumed? The bad guys.
Look, just bring Bring a
Have it
phaser. I don't.
in the airlock.
Airlock? Yeah.
Have it poop in the airlock and
I
then
believe
flush them out.
that I believe that there's probably waste disposal in its cage where it most likely should be right now.
There was no waste disposal in its cage.
Yeah, QP, there were no waste disposal in its cage.
I'm sure it's just magic and it happens by magic. He needs to go back in his
Then
cage.
why is he dancing around?
There's a
The
little.
airlock is a great idea, QP. I'm glad you thought of that. All right, Calliope, send it to the airlock now.
He's
now,
looking like he's
now.
he's holding it.
Please, now, Calliope.
Captain Rap, I think your radio is broken a little bit.
I'm 3 feet from you. Take the alien off the
but I'm just
bridge.
saying. I'm just
We
saying.
will become cratered on the moon if Pansy gets distracted when entering these numbers from the robot.
Pansy is always getting distracted. I know. I'm sick of it too.
I understand that she is the worst, but we are not helping her with alien poop.
It does work. We always
With
dog
that,
her.
Pansy instead goes to her cannon station and shoots at the Fed ships.
Well, they're not in the system yet, so
Ah, dang it.
it's fine.
in the general direction.
Yeah, that is her intent.
Okay,
So-
yeah, I take Squee to the airlock.
Okay. And then like convince Squee that this is an okay place.
Yeah, this is it.
Cool. So
This is it.
QP, calculate the equations with a starship roll.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
2 dice.
Okay. I have 2 successes, a 2 and a 4.
Beautiful. You do it expertly. You convey the plot to Pansy. This is going to be 3 dice for you because you have the assistance of the trajectory that's been expertly calculated by QP.
Am I supposed to be rolling? No, I'm supposed to be rolling under.
It's the starships. Yeah, roll under.
Yeah, I got 2 6s and a Starships.
All right. So you can ask a question, and then if you would like, you can change your approach.
All right. What would be the best way to get us to stay long enough for the Fed ships to show up so I can shoot them?
Okay. So yes, you would need to enter an orbit, a fast orbit of the moon, as opposed to an escape trajectory. You would need to subtly alter the course so that you can come around, guns facing the Fed ships.
Cool. That's what I'm gonna do.
Then you may re-roll the entire thing.
Awesome. Ooh, a 1, a 1, and a 2.
Yes, that is a massive success. It's 3 dice, so a critical success. So you get an extra effect. That will take place here in a moment. So Calliope, so you're entering the trajectory. This is a moon that has a bit of an atmosphere, probably has a primitive population on it that are looking up into the sky as this burning streak of your ship is just skimming the atmosphere, leaving a trail behind it of ionized hull particles. And it's maybe halfway through when QP, you are anticipating the breakaway maneuver that never comes. And you are calculating rapidly that you are caught in the moon's gravitational pull and are going to slingshot around the moon back to the area of combat. There's going to be probably a little bit of conversation about that. Calliope, you are encouraging Squee to do its business in the airlock. And it does. I want to say fire hose. Like it's having to dig its little paws into the deck plates to not be shot forward by just the force of expelled, partially digested glupian. Little tiny bits of badly corroded metal and just foul yellow-green gloop spraying into the airlock. You have the fortitude or the quickness of reaction to erect a one-way force field so that you don't get drowned in the backwash as this
That
creature
was smart.
just fills the entire airlock with this gunk.
That's the worst thing I've heard all day.
And then with one last little, it's done. And then trots over and looks at you, does a little circle in the ground. It seems like he's feeling fine.
I do not carry that little poop rocket. Yeah,
It's perfectly fine. It's not covered in any
I'm sh-
nastiness.
that's okay. It's the thought that counts.
It's a thought that counts. Why don't you go ahead and give me a Scoundrels roll?
Do that.
1 die.
Okay. I got a 5.
You think
Wait,
that
is that good?
you,
Or is that bad?
that's over. Yeah.
Oh, Scoundrels is over. Yeah.
Yeah. So you are able to resist picking it up. I mean, it's still super cute, but I mean, it's still kind of gross. You are monitoring the pressure in the airlock. Your force field is going to fail any moment. And the entire cargo bay is going to be maybe 3 feet deep in digested alien.
That's disgusting.
So you probably, I'm going to guess, evacuate the airlock.
Yeah, but am I in the airlock?
No. Both
Just the baby.
The baby's not you. It was a one-way force field, so it was able to eject into the airlock, but nothing was able to roll back out. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's now hyper pressurized. So
Okay, so the baby will be fine if I open the airlock.
Yep.
I'll be fine if I open the airlock.
Yes. So the extra
You
special.
hesitated.
So the extra special effect as you just at just the right time as you're doing your slingshot around the moon, you monitor the mass of the ship change, and you get a little bit of additional kick as you see this kind of green shimmering substance being trailed behind the ship. Forcefully ejected in almost like a jet maneuver that just magically makes a slight course correction and sends you barreling straight towards right in between these Federation ships and these Gloopian ships that are just now hopping out of hyperspace and powering up their weapons.
Excellent.
The primitive aliens on the planet watch as this shooting star leaves, and then this gentle rain of green glop falls upon them. And at first they begin to kind of dance around like it's a blessing from their gods, but then it's like it's really sticky and gross and it kind of smells bad. And their little children start to cry. They look kind of like Ewoks, and they're all, their hair is getting all matted down by this disgusting gel. So yeah, you've ruined their culture. Anyway, so
I was gone for 1 minute, and
Yeah.
I come back to this.
you pooped all over a primitive species. That is definitely a violation of the Prime Directive. But anyway, but that extra kick is exactly what it took to send you hurtling towards the ships. What do you do, Pansy?
I am jumping over to my cannon and I am opening fire on the Fed ships.
Cool. We're just going to confuse the heck out of the Gloopians.
Pansy,
Yes.
what are you doing? We have to
Getting
get out of here.
revenge.
Revenge on whom? For what?
My parents for naming me Pansy.
Are your parents on that ship?
Maybe not. Maybe so. It doesn't
It's
matter. They're with the
symbolic.
feds.
Rap.
And also,
It's
my sister's
symbolic,
watching.
sir.
She's definitely going to tell them all about it at the next family dinner.
Yes. So I would like you to go ahead and make a... Well, you tell me if it's Starships or Scoundrel. I would take either.
I would say Starships because it's my cannon that
Yes. Well,
I strap to the ship.
so you get your 1 die. You are an expert at shooting because you are the merc. And you are prepared because this whole plot was yours. So that is 3 die.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I rolled 3 6s.
So you have a perfect bead on the lead Federation ship. And a combination of the speed that you're going and just the crappiness of your systems, you get one shot off before you are hurtled past them. So you get one little ineffective dink against their hull, and then you're gone. You're going at near light speed because of the gravitational assist. So what happens now?
All right, Pansy, you've taken your shot. Now get us the hell out of here. That's an order, Ensign.
Yes, Captain. Begrudgingly cross back
Yeah,
over
and
to the
you
other.
can just get a sense of all the feds looking out the windows and all the Gloopians with their eye stalks look at the windows like, what was that? As you just zoop off, leaving a trail of partially digested Gloopian behind you, slowly dissolving into space. You hit the lightspeed engines, and with the serious intergalactic conflict, like full out interspecies war happening behind you, this entire sector of space is going to be caught up in war for probably generations. Anyway, you make your way to the Blink Blink system. It is a beautiful blue ringed terrestrial planet. Very few bodies of land, just these great roiling oceans, and somehow more beaches than there should be. It is a very idyllic world. And there are 2 days left before it blinks back into whatever alternate dimension it spends most of the 33-year cycle in. Probably a dimension of total peace and pleasure and enjoyment. What do you do?
Where are we supposed to rendezvous specifically, and at what time?
You were supposed to bring the item to the main conference center, where delegates from around the galaxy are coming to discuss peaceful trade and the imposition of draconian taxes on obscure corporate entities.
Excellent. Pansy, set us down near the Holiday Inn Express.
Are you sure, Captain? I think we might be a bit more suited to stay at the Motel 5 Express.
Oh, we're not going to stay there. This is where the conference center is.
Yeah.
As you know, Holiday Inn Express won the hotel wars in the late 30th century.
That's true. That's true, they did. Biological
I got
warfare.
Brutal.
Plus their continental breakfast,
They
top
just-
notch.
They had been storing up by just really disgusting biological matter on duvet covers for centuries. They eventually distilled it down into a weaponized strain and wiped out entire civilizations.
QP, please prepare your blue light.
And they have a waffle machine, sir.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, they patented the waffle machine that no matter how you use it or how you turn it, waffle batter leaks out the side and gets everywhere. And somehow winds up with waffles that are simultaneously burnt and raw.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. It's a
This
a
is,
miracle of modern science.
The side effect of having no competition is that you really don't ever need to improve upon yourself.
Exactly.
Spectrum.
So, you bring the ship in for a landing. What do you do? It's like
Calliope.
you land on a beach that's right next to the beach that's right next to the other beach that the hotel is on.
Right. Calliope, please change into your space beachwear.
This is gonna sound weird, but I didn't bring space beachwear, Captain Rap.
Well, that's okay. You'll just have to freeball it, I guess. That's what I'm gonna do.
That
Oh no.
concerns me. I will. I'll go in and bring my blinders as well. I have.
The local population have never known war or clothing because their entire planet's ecosystem is idyllic, so they've never had to wear it.
Oh, they don't wear clothing? Is that what you
They
said?
don't need to. It's always
Yeah.
a perfect 75 degrees.
Absolutely.
And the very thick
I've been here a
atmosphere
number
prevents
of
anyone from getting
times.
sunburns.
Correct. Yeah. No, I feel perfectly comfortable with this situation. All right, delegates, disrobe and get ready to bring little Squee to his mommy or daddy or whatever. We've got a job to finish. We need the space bucks to get our heckin' whatever it's called repaired. You know, the thing that we hit.
Scrambler
when we
decoy.
landed.
Cloaking device. Yeah.
The cloaking
The
device.
scrambler
yeah,
decoy
exactly.
and your sensors. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe put
And
some
also
armor on the
coffee
ship.
machine hasn't worked in like 3 weeks.
It's true.
And,
That just needs cleaning.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna do it.
I'm certainly not.
And you don't do anything.
What are you talking about?
But why doesn't Pansy do it?
Yeah, Pansy,
Why does
could you make yourself useful for once and clear out the Keurig, please? Thank you.
Yeah, sure. I'll stay behind on the ship and clear out the coffee machine. Just make sure you're right in the line of sight of the laser cannon so that I can shoot you on your way in.
You know that I always am.
Wow. So, at least Captain Rapp drops trowel,
Oh,
which is I'm sure amazing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think so.
QP is immune to any effect. It's your understanding of human anatomy is very clinical. So, what is everyone else doing?
I'm just wearing. I mean, I'm just wearing my traditional like roby thing.
Yeah. Cool.
Pansy's not disrobing.
Cool. So you as you exit, several people are playing like with some sort of inflatable ball and a net on the nearby beach, completely starkers, and then kind of look at you and ooh, scandalous people wearing clothes. I wonder what they're hiding. It has the opposite of the intended effect.
Nah, Pansy's cool with it.
Cool.
She just didn't
Yeah.
want to get a.
I'm fine with it too, mostly because Captain Rapp is a weirdo.
Who I'm sure
Yeah.
is standing, arms on the
Arms
hips.
akimbo,
I managed to Superman pose at all times, regardless of what I'm actually doing.
Right.
Waddling in with hands on hips.
Mhm.
Yes. Squeeze seems very interested and excited, is like running around sniffing all the kind of stuff. And a lot of the people on the beach are just like, oh, how cute, and come over. You have spent now a couple of days with Squee and can tell that maybe keeping him away from the beachgoers is a good idea. He's got that
Maybe.
look in his eyes, like maybe he might want to eat them. I mean, it's been 2 days since he ate 3 glupians, so or it's been a day since he ate a couple of glupians, so he probably is getting hungry.
Do they have any kebabs around here?
Sure, but they're very expensive, and it angers you.
Yeah, it's always the case, isn't it?
So, cue 45 minute about the relative cost of kebabs at a beach resort versus what you could find closer inland. Yes.
I mean, obviously, at a beach resort, the prices are going to be inflated.
Well, this entire planet is a beach resort. That's the problem.
And we're not paying for the all-inclusive.
Right.
I will not.
So with this conversation happening, you make your way to the conference center. There are beings of every body plan and species, some very common, some very rare. There are beings that are made completely of floating crystals and light. There are like weird, super creepy, like hissing cockroach style creatures that are actually very nice once you get to know them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They're all sitting around the pool sipping Mai Tais.
And a point, and I'd give him the universal greeting, ba weep grana weep nini ba. Hey Craig, how you doing? It's good to see you. Hey.
Yeah. Who is Craig? I don't know. Weirdo.
They know you know who Craig is. Come on now.
All right. So what do? You were just meant to deliver Squee to the conference center, specifically like the main meeting room in the conference center.
I head to the main meeting room of the conference center.
There is a chime, and the many other beings also get up and begin kind of dusting sand out of various different orifices and crevices and making their way in. It looks like the General Assembly is about to begin.
Come on, team. Let's make our way in downtown.
Cool.
Walking fast.
Cool.
I see faces pass.
Yes. What are you doing?
We go in.
Well,
Yeah,
Captain, who exactly are we delivering this to?
You know, Pansy, that's the kind of question an ensign would ask. Come on, team. Let's go.
Cool. So you are holding Squee. You are standing at the back of the assembly room. The various dignitaries and diplomats file in and have seats on. It's shocking. Most of the furniture here is wicker for no good reason.
Space wicker.
Space wicker, yeah.
Yeah.
And some very important creature stands up and begins garbling something very important, and all the other delegates are kind of nodding very seriously. QP, you know that they are discussing. They had taken a brief siesta, but are coming back to do the final vote on the passage of draconian taxes against obscure and evil corporate entities, to tax them so that they can provide universal healthcare and good infrastructure to the less fortunate beings of the galaxy.
Can I swagger up to the microphone?
I don't know why not.
Cool. I'm gonna hold it up, and it like squelches, of course.
It's a living creature. The microphone is actually a species.
Whoa, hey, hi there. You
It
don't
kind of
mind, do you?
as you grab it.
I like this guy. Hey, it's me, Captain Rapscallion of the Rogue Stars. Listen, we've got a delivery. We've got a little fuzzy creature. What's it called, QP?
I believe it is called a fluffy.
A Floofian.
A
Yeah, we've got a
Floofian, there you go.
Floofian. We had delivery. Did any of you order a Floofian?
You can see a number of creatures, put their hands up to some sort of implant that is translating, and a wave of horror crosses these humanoid and non-humanoid faces. In a variety of different tongues, they begin to scream and try to flee the building. This excites Squee, who leaps out of Calliope's arms and begins to eat them all.
If everybody can remain calm. Squee is really adorable as long as we don't get crazy. Settle down.
It only takes about 3 minutes for Squee to massacre the entire assembly. And it's able to eat a good number of them, but at some point it gets full, so it just chomps them in half, grows
Can you,
like 3-foot
Calliope,
talons and slices through them. They fall apart like a stack of pancakes. There's a spray of blood and guts and innard all over everywhere. It's flinging delegates into the windows where they crack. You realizing now that if you were to scan the outside of this facility, it would look very similar to the one that you saw on that moon, with just death and destruction all over everywhere. And then after the last whimpering and crying is done and the last delegate is dispatched, Squee just kind of toddles on over to you and smiles.
Pansy, why didn't you fix this?
You had one job. Do I still have the microphone alien at least?
Yes, that one is not a delegate and wasn't murdered.
You're safe. I'll never let them harm you.
It throbs a little bit under your hand in a slightly uncomfortable way.
I chuck it at. I lob it over to Squee. Yeah. No, that thing was weird, man.
Right.
Well, heck, I don't think we're going to be able to come back to this place anytime soon.
I mean, we might as well enjoy the beach. Anybody tries to mess with us, we got this cute little thing that's just gonna eat them.
I told you guys that Squee would be useful.
I mean,
Useful for who? It's almost as if whoever hired us to bring this thing here knew that it was going to massacre the entire assembly.
really, it's just now occurring to you that
Yes.
that might have been what the plan was. It's almost like we knew it was gonna eat people.
Yes. Well, as you speak, you receive a notification on your personal communicator that 1 million credits has been deposited from one Evil Corp into your account.
Calliope, when you received the initial transmission about this job, you failed to mention that this was hired by Evil Corp?
No. The initial transmission was from a subsidiary of Evil Corp, Murderface LLC.
Oh, great. You failed to mention it was from a subsidiary of Murder Corp or Evil Corp, Murderface LLC.
Captain Rapp, I believe in my heart of hearts you should never judge a book by its cover.
You're right.
Because their name is Murderface does not mean that they murder faces.
Right. It's probably an ironic title. In this
Yeah.
case, however,
Murdered faces.
So,
yeah.
Squee kind of goes up.
Oh god.
This is not, trust me, this is not going to be good.
It's just a
guys.
foot. It's just a foot.
Oh.
Still not good.
Eh.
Not good.
What
And then
color? What
kinda-
color foot is it?
Blue. And then it kind of,
Ooh, one of those blue ladies.
yeah,
They're
Oh,
my
no.
favorite.
sexy blue lady. It nudges it with its nose and then turns around and kicks some sand over it to bury its shame.
Bad Squee. You weren't supposed to eat all these guys.
It just
mean,
like
You know
he
what's done
was.
is done, and we can't dwell on the past.
it just looks at
I
you
mean-
and then goes off and chases a ball in a very
Sure,
adorable
money.
fashion.
Yeah, we got
Here's the thing.
paid.
This place is still like, there's a lot of people here. We should probably leave.
We're taking Squee with us, right?
Oh yeah,
Well, yeah,
for sure.
of course.
All right. So you enjoy a few moments on the beach. But then when you start to hear the screams, as the crew that was supposed to go in and like refill the water or methane or whatever glasses that the delegates needed to quench their thirst out of, find nothing but just splattered body parts and blood and viscous ichor everywhere. Once you hear the screams, you pick up your towels and head back to the ship. And I think the last we see is the long pullback of the camera as the Rogue Star lifts up off of the landing pad and then up into the sunlit sky or sunset sky of the Blink Blink planet, off to your next unknown, extremely, extremely destructive adventure. I think that's where we end. So good job.
So you kept it as a pet? Y'all are crazy.
I mean,
Sergeant
would
Squee?
you not keep a pet that would just murder people for you? Like,
I mean, what if it turns
at
and
least it's
murders
not
you?
eating us.
We're bonded.
now.
Meg.
Yeah, we're buddies. We treat him with
All right.
friendship and respect.
Oh, okay.
And I totally give him in his own little tiny leather
I mean, I'm a
jacket
robot,
that says
Yes.
so you guys do what you
adorable
want.
on the back.
But
Yeah.
Can it be in the same font as my adventure?
No, it's in the same font as my jacket.
oh,
Ooh.
But
Uh-oh.
but I gave you that jacket, and it's in the same font as adventure.
No.
oh,
Yes,
No,
and
I stole this from my sister before I left, and then totally massacred it in a
Yes.
show of rebellion.
Yes.
all right, we did the thing.
Right, we did it.
We won D&D, everybody.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
did.
We're so good at this.
Yeah.
Post-credit
I'm proud of us.
scene as you make your way to the nearest starbase to refuel and to spend your hard-won credits to refit your ship. No one thought to take Squee out while they're
Oh,
on the
no.
planet. So there's a tide of unmentionable fluid that briefly fills the ship to about knee height. So you spend most of the next several days evacuating the remains of all the delegates.
I mean, small price to pay for 1,000,000 credits.
It's
Right.
true. It's true.
All right, that's fair.
Cool.
Well,
So-
and I'm not going to do any cleaning work, so like it doesn't really matter.
Poor Pansy's gonna probably.
This is when Pansy quits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You missed the spot.
Calliope
Pansy's
is,
like, I'm out.
Calliope is too busy preventing Squee from eating it again.
Fair. Well, that's disgusting.
Yeah, but probably true. But yes, so thus end the adventures of the Rogue Stars.
That's fun.
Question mark, question mark, question mark. Awesome. So yeah, you did real well. Starting a
Considering.
sector-wide war and ending all
Yeah.
hopes for peace in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're great
Yeah.
people.
That sounds pretty much like our MO everywhere.
Yeah,
On
All
all.
a few days work.
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't see a problem.
Yeah.
all good. Cool. Hey, we should do the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Tough. Who are
Yes.
you, and where do we find you?
I am 98 Tough Love, or Tough, or Torf, or Torfulton, or some other variety of nickname. You can find me at twitch.tv/98 Tough Love, or on Twitter at 98 Tough Love. I am a variety streamer and I do lots of different things. Go whoever's gonna go next.
I am. Wait. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lissa.
No, I was just saying hi to you, Meg.
Oh no, I just didn't know what order we were going
Yeah,
in.
fine.
We
you can go, you
messed
can
it
go.
up. Okay, I'm Megan ML. I'm a variety streamer, and you can find me on Twitch at Megan ML. And I stream consistently Tuesday, Thursday, 5:30 p.m. and Saturday at 12:30, if not earlier. So come by and see me sometime.
Okay. My name's
I will.
Lisa. I stream at twitch.tv/Lissa, twitch.tv/LissaT or Lissa.tv. I'm sorry, I got caught up in my thoughts for a second. So you can follow me on all the socials and stuff, and I stream full time Wednesday through Sunday at 4 p.m. EST till question mark. And I stream all sorts of variety, but mostly RimWorld right now.
Big same.
Yep.
Much to the community's chagrin. I'm Juice. I know. I stream on Twitch 5 days a week. I also work for the Captain TV game studio. We create and make and maintain Stream Raiders. And I don't know. That's about it. Hey, I've got all these card packs I need to send out, Lissa. So make sure to use your dongs,
I haven't used
Lissa,
a dong.
to redeem some cards, Lissa.
I want to keep my 150,000 channel points.
I mean, your first pack is only 2,000. You know what I mean? That's how we get you hooked.
Yeah, I know.
So just spend the 2,000. It's fine. Cool. Michael, what about you?
Yep, I am Michael or Zero Daylight. You can catch me on the Twitter at that Zero with a Zero Daylight, or you can catch me over at cpluscontent.tv, which is our YouTube channel. That's all the stuff that we do, mostly me running, but sometimes me playing. And you can catch us a couple times a week over at live.cpluscontent.tv. That is our Twitch channel. And if you'd like to connect or learn further about like the things that we've done or the things that we have planned, you can always go to community.cpluscontent.tv, which is our Discord channel where you can connect with folks like this and talk about fun IPs and how silly Starships and Scoundrels is, and vote on like what's next and stuff. Next up for our Sunday night adventures is Storyville PD, where the players will be, we're planning for 2 sessions. The players are going to be fairy tale characters who solve crime. So that'll be fun. And then we have a number of things on the calendar on the C Plus content channel. So you should head over to the Discord and just ask or check out the C Plus Next channel where we talk about all the things that we'd like to play. That is me.
That's you.
Yay.
Hooray. Cool.
Yes.
Hands
This was
in.
ever so slightly silly.
It was really par for the course as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, yeah.
All right, everybody on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Maybe next time.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Good job,
good.
everyone.
Lisa, are you still going?
Yeah. I'm going
All
to
right.
play Canada Death Road.
All right, we're going to go right over to you in a minute.
That's me.
Okay.
I'm
Bye,
Tomboy.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.